right.
using it
Oh, come on!
Well,
You want me to just wait?
No.
it's a different beginning. That's all.
Anyways,
You wanna go
so
random,
Shop
or
Disney is essentially we can random.
Okay. So Disney is doing what now?
So Disney was doing stuff for Star Wars Day, but of course they're vague about it, and then a bunch of stuff leaked, and then it was like, so when is it going up? So I went, I was checking it. It was essentially 1 a.m. local time, and then at 8 a.m. local time, and I was like, I don't know what's gonna go up. So I was up late, and then I was up early
So
because
what are you trying to get?
because I wasn't sure, because they were like, oh, there's gonna be Star Wars Black Series and Galaxy's Edge merchandise and pins and stuff, and I was like, okay, but like, what is it? So I was like, okay.
That's funny. Jin versus his super-powered evil side.
It's a battle of the spirit. Who will win?
This is an internal battle, yeah.
Yeah.
Like every time Ryu fights evil Ryu, or Kage at this point, it's the eternal fight of who wins.
But yeah, like the only thing that like leaked that I wanted was like they had Leia's lightsaber as one of the Galaxy's Edge lightsabers.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I kind of want that because no one's made that before. But yeah, it was only in a limited set with the Skywalker saber in a special box that was
I don't know
cool,
his
and there was like, it plays music and stuff, and it was limited to 3,000 pieces, and it sold out in the virtual queue before I even got into the website. But the button was glitched, so it looked like it was there, but it wouldn't let me add it. So
Well, that sucks.
yeah, every online bad experience this morning. But I did at least I got like a special pin ordered, and I ordered a couple blind bag plushes based on the Star Tours ride. So we'll see what happens. And then I ordered a Black Series figure that wasn't exclusive or anything. It was just there, and I was like, well, I don't have enough Darth Mauls in my life, I don't think. The answer is I have too many.
Oh no!
I didn't know the range on that.
His is one of the short ones, because just like him punching.
Yeah.
It's just an overhand, it's nothing you can dunk it.
Oh, that was sick!
I've been busy all day, so yesterday I finally took the plunge and played Phantasy Star Online 2.
I kind of remember
nice.
Devil Jin's combos, like, sort of, but it's like, I'm like missing Lego pieces, I don't know. I don't remember everything.
And so I think, what does Steam says? How long?
You want a random too, Alex, or?
I want to shut off Joe's, basically the one you know what, that bikini one you showed
Oh,
me
okay.
last week?
Yeah.
I made my version of it.
Oh, okay.
In the quotations, anyway, what is... So yeah, I played almost the majority of yesterday, and 22 hours I already played in the span of 2 days.
Nice.
So yeah, funny thing is, all those 22 hours.
So by the way, this is 1080p, and my mic should be heard.
Yeah, I did. Yes, it's like I said, right now it's running very smoothly, at least.
It's cool.
So
I just don't get why would mics be muted?
by default.
Yeah.
Question?
When I streamed, I still was muted, but then I checked in the stream itself. I had to like, and it says, yeah, your mic is muted. Like, why would that? What?
Because we could hear you in the party chat.
Yeah. But
And
the stream was
party
like,
chat.
no. We're gonna stream the party chat, but not your mic. Like, what?
But yeah, so out of those 22 hours I've been playing the game, I think I played an hour of the story mode, because apparently the story mode is barely like you have to choose to play the story mode, but everything else is fucking open for you.
Oh, that's nice.
Like you have the introduction game, you basically learn your basic stuff, and then it's just like, yeah, play whatever the fuck you want. Story mode, yeah,
Ooh,
sure.
nice.
Speaking of tech upgrades, I've got a 4K camera now for my videos. And 4K has this drawback I didn't consider.
Oh, what's that?
It picks up every speck of dust and dirt on anything I put in front of the camera.
Oh God.
Really?
I literally like spent like a half hour deep cleaning my old Omnimon figure arts so I could compare them to the new one.
It's like it's even more detailed
like
in your eyes. Like I didn't even notice
I
that.
just kind of gave it like a quick dust over one of them, and I put it in front of the camera, and then it was just like every little speck of dust could be seen, and I was horrified. It also takes me way longer to film now, because I have fancier equipment that takes longer to set up, and way longer to render. I have clips of video that's 3 or 4 gigabytes for like 2 minutes.
Oh!
Videos look nice, it's not so nice.
No, I was just like, that's gonna...
Just didn't have enough health, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember her DBZ combo. I don't remember. Huh? Oh!
What was that?
Well. That's a made-up combo, so I don't remember. I didn't even know she could do that.
Yeah, she can. Of course, that goes. What is the fucking damage on that?
Too much. Cause I've been killed by that many a times myself, and I'm like, ah. Oh, hey, LPH. How's it going? Can you hear me, LPH? By the way, you should be able to. The PS5 defaults to making my mic muted for some reason. He said he bought some Bullet Club tees, and yes, thank you. I'm glad I'm able to be heard this time. Don't know that. Oh, well, good fight. Especially since I don't know Chloe that much. I was just able to abuse her gimmicks to get almost to give you a match even.
I noticed that.
Somehow I was able to abuse her gimmicks that much. Oh, now it's sound out in you.
Yeah. Where do you want to go, sound out?
Let's just pick.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want to like play on the fly today.
Man, that bank was full, bro. I had to go to the bank earlier today. Sound out.
Oh yeah?
And I'm like, I'll be back before the stream starts. Also the bank. No, we're gonna make you wait in line for like a long time.
World pandemic's starting to subside. Everything's getting back to normal. Me. Does that mean lines are back?
Yes.
I'm not happy about lines.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I'm taking my vaccine shot this coming Monday. Fine.
Wonderful. Glad you're getting it.
Yeah. And because it's been over 90 days since I got it, I do have to get the second one. That was a big question that we were checking with when we was.
Has not been 90 days for me.
No, but because it's been so
for you, yeah.
So I have to do it twice, and I'm not liking it. And one is enough for. Like I hate needles.
I used to have a deadly fear of needles until the
I
doctor
still
said.
I'm like I panic every fucking time I know I have to take one.
Yeah, I've had to kind of get more used to it because like, because the thing is, I have like really severe pollen allergies. My doctor was like, look, there's no medicine you can take that's gonna get this better. You're gonna have to start taking, like, the only option is like allergy shots. And I was like, but I don't like shots. He's like, well, do you like your allergies? Because they'll just get worse if you don't do something. And so I had to get like an allergy shot once a month. And so I still don't like getting shots, but I've sort of had to get used to it because it was better than not being able to breathe.
Okay.
Do you? All right.
How the fuck did you do that?
I actually don't know how I pulled that off, honestly. It was...
Are there still top Shaheen players out there or no? There's gotta be, right?
I'm sure there is, but if there aren't, then I guess that I'll end up as default.
Because he was, I remember when Tekken first came out, he was strong.
Yeah.
But, you know, this is season 4 now, so I don't know. Like, apparently Dragunov isn't as strong anymore, but like, he seems pretty strong to me still. Just like Steve. Oh no, they nerfed this one move. Also Steve, still OP.
Yeah.
Same thing with Kazumi. Oh no, we murfed. Oh no, she doesn't get counter hit down back 4 anymore. Also Kazumi, still seeing about people. Paul, he does too. They nerfed his damage, but he's still so strong. Nerf him more. Also, Paul, it's struggling to fight because he's slow. Tekken players don't know what to do. Let's nerf the ones who don't need it and buff the ones who don't need it.
Well, that was a cool throw.
Like,
Yeah.
was that? I want to say that was a command throw, isn't it? Not a normal one.
Kind of. It's up 4. It's forward up 1+2.
Yeah, that's a command then. Instead of a generic throw. Oh.
Well, at least got some damage in.
Bro, no, you was about to bring it back.
Yeah.
I mean, you did take the 2 first round. I didn't love that. I was just like,
That was a good match.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was
So what now?
random.
Okay.
You wanna pick waifus?
Random.
Yeah.
Apologies for the Mike and Ike. All of a sudden, I've been eating a bunch of
Is
them.
that what that is?
Yeah. I love Mike and Ike.
Okay. Really, I didn't. Oh yeah, God. Oh my God, everything is timing in bad ways.
Get ready for the next battle.
That was everyone's weekend then.
What did
No,
I do?
So how's your weekend? Sound out? How's your
What
lesson?
did I do? I'm thinking. I'm like, what
Oh.
did I do this weekend?
Mine wasn't
Everyone
that much.
right after I said it, it'd be like, oh, okay, guess no one wants to have a conversation.
No, I was just like stunned because I was like, wait, what did I do over the weekend?
I don't know, probably bought toys or something.
I didn't actually because I bought toys too much the last couple weeks.
Speaking of the bank was the reason. It's the reason why I'm able to get a computer now. They just need to be, you know, in stock.
Yeah.
Knee boys.
What did I do this weekend? I'm trying to remember. Look at my photos. Let's see. Oh right, Sunday I inventoried all of my Blu-rays and DVDs.
Oh, with the foot hitting him.
Yeah. Oh, really? How long did that take?
Most of the day, and I only got one room done.
Dang.
One room? How many? What? I'm sorry.
Okay,
what?
so like
He's got a it's not a mansion, but it's decently sized house.
it's a 3-bedroom house. So essentially, like it's a 3-bedroom house with a living room and a kitchen and a garage, and then the previous owners added on 2 extra rooms in the back.
I wonder how long it keep going.
So one of the rooms is kind of like my gaming building room, basically, and that's where most of.
Because you're an only child like me.
Yeah, only child, so it's kind of how it is. But so I basically did all the stuff that was in that room, which is my whole anime tokusatsu shelf, my whole movie shelf, my partial DC shelf, and then I have a cabinet that has like all this other stuff that just doesn't fit on the shelves, and then I have stuff under a table because I don't have a good system for this yet. And so it's like, yeah, so I basically was working on all of that. And so now I gotta do the stuff that's in the living room, that's like a bunch of movies that people keep saying they want to watch, but they never do. They're just sitting there.
Just like me.
Also, yeah.
A bunch of movies that no people. Yeah, let's watch this. Also my family. No.
We also, like, recently, because Warner Brothers shop was closing and they were having a clear out sale on Warner Archive, we ended up, like, picking up, like, 45 Blu-rays on a sale. Because we're like, well, this is stuff we want, we think. We so far watched one of them. But anyways, so I had to put all that in, and then it's like, all the Disney stuff is under the TV, all the Christmas movies are in one place. So it's been an adventure, but with too many companies that make Blu-rays and DVDs closing, I'm like, I need to figure out what I have and what I want, and what I don't have, and what I need.
I remember now. I remember his combos now.
Oh, of course you did.
Took you a minute, but you got there.
Yeah. Of course, I didn't pull it off there, but
I don't remember what I did Saturday, but at least I remember what I did Sunday.
really.
I have no idea. I'm just throwing stuff
Now I
there.
remember. Saturday I reworked my shelves. That's what I did Saturday. There. Now I know what was in my week.
That was GG there. Shoot. I was either way. I wouldn't have been mad either way because I'm like that was pretty darn like back and forth.
That was pretty nice.
Well, you did more than you thought you did during this weekend, then.
Yeah, I did more than I thought. Yeah, I think because sleep deprivation made me forget. But yeah,
I basically stayed home all weekend because we had got crap weather over here.
I went random. I don't know what you did.
I'm trying to practice, so
Oh, that's cool.
I went Shaheen.
No, that's good. Me going random can at least give. I at least know the. I'm not an expert with every character, obviously, but I at least know some of the gimmicks. So enough that I could tell you this is what you need to look out for with these characters, like Claudio, the one I got this time. So his game plan is counter hit stuff and his amazing hop kick. And by amazing, I mean amazing. Right,
I
Alex?
accidentally picked the right side of the screen. I'm not used to this.
Oh boy. Well, that's the good thing too, because if you're playing locals, I mean, you're not gonna have the luxury of picking side.
Tekken's the only game that gives you like a choice online too.
Yeah, though, it's true. That.
Oh yeah, that hop kick.
Yeah, that thing.
That thing's kind of evil, isn't it?
Yeah. But as you can see, you can beat it out if they're just fishing for it like that.
Yeah.
So that's good. As you see, you were able to. But I don't have the counter hit starburst. Oh yeah! Ooh, how did that not kill?
How did that not kill?
That killed.
I was like, how did you survive by a thread? That was nuts.
Crazy. Oh, now I got the starburst, which gives him an extra. Oh, but I whiffed it. Ooh, that has a lot of pushback. Oh, the unblockable. Oh. Oh, wow, hey.
Not gonna lie, that was accidental.
Worked. Oh, I didn't break. I pushed one, and that was a 2 break, wasn't it?
Yep.
You can tell which arm to break, but it's so like in the heat of the moment. Are you looking at which arm? Cause I'm not.
No, you're like, break!
Yeah. He says stay down, but I hear this is an arm lock.
Yeah, same, honestly.
He's a Quincy from Leech.
Oh, that's cool.
They're putting Negan. They might as well put Chad from Bleach. I mean, not Chad. Who was the Quincy? Uryu.
Chad.
Yeah, I forget.
Is that his dub name for an English dub by 4 kids that never existed?
Why not? I forget if I might not. Oh, I thought I might have enough health.
Yeah, you did. Oh, but not enough to.
What? That was crazy. Like, wait a minute, what?
Just punch.
I didn't know he had a burn knuckle.
Yeah, that was.
But knuckle. Honestly, with all the flare and the flaming hand, he could be a KOF character.
Yeah. I think it's one of the few that straight up shoots a key blast that is like actually the only one that isn't Akuma, yeah. And Akuma's a Street Fighter character. That's strange. They all have wacky things, but like so few can actually shoot key blasts. Oh.
I mean, honestly, like being Italian or anything like that, he and Andy would probably be best friends.
True.
Oh, I don't like that connection for me. It's 1 bar.
I have 4 with him.
Yeah, he's 1 bar. I don't know where he is. He either has like very limited internet.
Well, if he's 4 with me, well, what is he with you, Sound Out?
4.
He might be in the Midwest then. Like, just close enough to be good with me and Sound Out, but far enough away from you to be.
Verified.
Midwest don't have that great connection.
Yeah.
Not all. Because, well, Chicago does, but like, once you get to Southern Illinois, they don't even have broadband there.
There's another one joined called Worth Precise 6, and I feel like I've seen that.
Yeah, he's showed up before.
Okay. Does he always had 2 bars with me?
I have 3. Yeah, he's always didn't have good connection. Part of me's like, I hope you win.
What is with everyone having bad connection with me?
Because you're in Europe. These are Americanos.
You can't. Yeah, but at the same time,
Everyone has a bad connection with you because you're the bad gamer.
Like I have almost 5 bars with you. I got 3 bars with Sound Out and Star Child. Like most people, of course, I haven't really played many people on the other side of on the West Coast. And yes, I did catch that stupid ass joke you did.
I was wondering. I was just Like the
I just had to finish my goddamn thought before I...
Yeah.
Wait, combat rolling today, alright.
She's
I have no idea, Like, I know how Josie works, but if I don't understand how Anna works, I can't...
Well, that's true, yeah. Like, you would know how to... If you knew Nina's punishes for Josie, and you already know Josie, yeah, you'd be set. But Nina's, very high execution. That's her problem.
Wait, does that fucking hurt me?
Yes.
This game already.
I screwed that up. I forgot the 3-3. Derp. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? Back in the old days. Oh! Oof.
I was hoping for, like, maybe... Because apparently you get roughly around half the damage. Well, it was not a surprise that I would...
Well,
Super...
she's so high execution.
Well, I don't know anything about, like...
Anna is easier than Nina to use.
Yeah, I noticed that too, also.
Except Anna's a lot more unsafe on stuff.
I'd rather be much more unsafe, but at least understand, than being like, barely understand how to use it.
And the lobby is still saying fight in progress.
Same.
It's probably one of those who's still trying to get back from the fight. Takes a while.
Got a sound out. Oh!
Oh boy.
Aw, where's Precise left? Homie, don't play that. I'm a Raijin.
And it's a Fang. Well, fuck that guy.
Man, I hope that really arrogant Fang comes back. Who says he's the best Fang ever. Comes back and like, what? You're not the best Fang, I am. This guy's literally a higher rank than that guy, but...
That'd be funny.
The Might the Fang! That dude like...
Yeah,
that dude
really
like role plays like...
The guy that's really into fake.
Alright, I respect the character loyalty, I guess. Respect the hustle, kid, but... I don't know what you're doing. I noticed that double R for the social media used May the 4th, which I'm like... Yeah, Star Wars fans aren't gonna really... Well, maybe if they're also Tekken fans, I guess, I don't know.
I mean, aren't most of us here Tekken and kind of Star Wars fans, so...
At some point, yeah, at some sort of... I feel like Sauna has an advantage being wacky wahoo. That could help him. Unless this Fang guy doesn't give him an opening, but Sauna is good at making openings. Ha! Ryo Sakazaki.
Really? I assumed that was going to be more like Goku with the golden hair.
Ryo's hair is just like that. I don't know. It could be Goku as well.
Although he doesn't have any shoes, so yeah, it could actually be a King of Fighters thing. Or...
Nice. He doesn't know because he...
Is it Art of Fighting?
Art of Fighting is Ryo.
Yeah.
Also KOF. I mean...
Something lagged.
Yeah, but I'm
Something lagged? You said?
Yeah, like my inputs weren't working for a minute.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, I was going more like, where the origin was. Yeah, but KOF is just like everything. Like,
Yeah, Art of
Fighting.
So it's funny how Art of Fighting and Fatal Fury are still in the same universe. It's just that KOF makes it so they're the same age, Terry and Rio.
God dang.
Also, he got mad. How dare you almost beat me?
Alright, fine.
Wacky wahoo it is. If you get your run back, play Lei.
Yeah.
Nice job blocking that. But how about this? Whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh man. Frickin'.
Oh, it whiffed.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I figured that was gonna whiff.
He fell too fast.
Dang, bro. You were pushing him, man, each time. And then it's like,
Yeah,
You pushed him. It was not a fucking clear one.
Yeah, it wasn't like I didn't get steamrolled.
Oh, Foreign Begs is in there. And Focus Key Blast. Wait, who am I fighting now? Oh, it's
him. Raijin, so go full power.
Pick a number between 1 and 10.
8.
Because I've actually used all 10 spaces for Josie now.
Oh wow. Is there anybody you did that for, Sound Out? I haven't. Not. I think I did a lot for Lily and Asuka, and I still have room.
Yeah, no. Like today, I used the last one when I did the bikini one. That was the last one I had. And I only got 4 left for Lydia, so... No! I used one also last week. Or, no, 2 weeks ago, so I have like 7.
I feel like there's a Kamen Rider rumor, Sound Out. It's just a rumor. Have you heard about it?
Probably not.
It's from this guy. Wheel said that like everybody dunked on and he left, so that's why I'm like,
Dukemon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like apparently there may be the next one might be called Kamen Rider Victory.
Well,
Possibly.
About time when we have a Gundam Victory, an Ultraman Victory.
True. You know what's funny? I don't hate Gundam Victory Gundam. It's just depressing. But I don't hate it
either, but I don't want to watch it again.
No, it's too depressing to watch again.
Then again, I may go back and rewatch it and literally probably just sit there like.
You have a really low connection with him, right? Well, wait, shout out. Sorry.
Yeah, but the inputs were actually weird, like.
Victory Gundam, I feel like if I ever rewatch it, it'll probably just be like, well, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, so I can just ignore you this time.
Yeah, there's some weird fucking lag. There's some weird input lag going on.
Hmm. Wolf.
Of course you do that.
Oh, why don't you go to Evo then? Oh wait, it's not happening this year.
Isn't it? I thought it did.
Oh wait, no, Sony bought it. Never mind. Sony. Oh, that's another big news. I forgot to talk about that. Sound Out, have you heard? Yeah, I showed you it. What do y'all think of Sony being partners with Discord?
Honestly, it's fine.
Especially since
it'd be pretty cool.
Communities left, right? And
yeah.
I think that's why people said that. Like, Oh, community's leaving. Discord's taking it. You had a shot too. I think the lag killed you.
I had multiple chances to. I had multiple chances to work for some.
I was like, I bet you would have won.
Like,
well, if he wins against me, it'll be his third, and he'll be upset and probably leave. Just go. I'm not king of the hill.
by the way, it still says playing games and demos, not Tekken.
Oh, LPS is crazy. Thank you for I didn't even.
I said that for a while. But
You
then-
said that, but
sorry.
I was, I just literally.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I never said it, but
So
I got
Discord
distracted.
being there, I think that'll be a big help for us, Hero Club and Geek Fighters, because Geek Fighters Discord is shrinking. Hero Club one either shrunk or is just staying the same. But like, if we be on PlayStation with Discord, like there as a community, and like it's like, oh, you're on the PlayStation version, and the same, probably people will actually
The funny thing,
find
it's
it.
more funny. People will talk it like Sony bought Discord.
Yeah, no, they didn't buy them.
No, they just,
Partnership.
like, yeah, it's a partnership. It's like.
Probably
No,
just
but
to
it's
bring
like-
Discord to PlayStation platforms.
Yeah,
Yeah, no. But people
because
like,
Microsoft was gonna buy them outright, and they said no.
Yeah, but what I mean is like people like I heard like.
Oh,
like,
LPH
Discord
has a
was
good
like-
question. Do you think Sony has too much power since how much things they own?
I mean, yeah, technically.
Hey, Tenshinhan. Hey,
Remember
nice.
That in the world of media, the only company that Disney has to like sit down and play ball with is Sony.
Look at that.
I mean, of course they have. Like, here's the thing when it comes to like, if you want to go with PlayStation and the game division they have is that even if they failed, Sony won't feel much power. They have so much. They
Ooh,
have
I almost had him.
they
My
have
stuff
the
wasn't coming out.
Music industry. They have electronics. Like, this is just like an offshoot. That's why they can.
TVs, Blu-ray
Yeah.
players, sound systems.
Yeah, they have so much to like. So like, even if PS5 would have been a bad year, or like a bad like they would not care. Now of course it isn't because people bought the shit out of it and scalpers scalped the shit out of it. So they still get the money.
Yeah.
And or like how the PS3, remember that? That was still like PS3. Like in the first 3-4 years was super lagging behind compared to
Mhm.
the power
The Xbox.
sales of the
Mhm.
Wii and like everyone almost I knew had an Xbox before they had a PS3.
Mhm.
I was like
I was one of the few myself as well who had a PS3 first. Yep. Everybody else I knew, same thing.
I didn't have a PS3 till after I had a Wii U.
Look at that.
Yeah. So
You were Nintendo.
Yep.
Were you? It sounds like it.
I mean, I had a Wii.
I was
for-
Nintendo until the Wii U. Like I was Nintendo.
The Wii U
until the Wii U.
disappointed the crap out of me, man.
Once I like, the thing was the Wii U for me in the first like year or two was nice because I was like, okay, there's not
Okay,
many
it looked
games,
like he was
but
gonna sweep me, and then all of a sudden I brought it back.
Yeah.
the virtual console on Wii U was fantastic.
Yeah, that was good.
But I ran out of stuff to play, and then I ran out of new games to play, and I was like, what do I do with myself now? And
All of a
then I
sudden
was
it
like,
lagged. All of a sudden it lagged super hard in the third round when he knew I was coming back.
Yeah, I had the same fucking issue.
Legit. Also it lagged mad hard.
That weird input delays on a 4 connection bar.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it was for me.
Sus.
You know, it's another thing. that
He's a
pushed me to
Raijin,
PS3.
so that's why I'm not saying like I could have won definitely, but at the same time, all of a sudden
Yeah.
I'm bringing it back and it lagged mad hard on the third round. Oh, he left.
I hit it.
Good.
Good.
Focus, Key Blast, and Foreign Beggars are both friends. This ought to be a good match. Focus, Key Blast is definitely not a first stand, but I guess
for me, when it came to the Wii U, I mean, I still actually have my original Wii U, but I mean, I
Oh,
was
man.
disappointed. But I'm still kind of like a Nintendo fan when it comes to this because, like, most of the games I played, it was on the Wii U. I wanted
LPH said, did Sony buy Crunchyroll yet? Yeah, didn't they?
I think, yeah, they did.
Yep.
And he also has WB got DC, Disney, Marvel, Star Wars. What Sony has?
Well, Sony has other stuff just because they don't
Sony's
have
got Spider-Man.
Still,
They will always have Spider-Man because they own 25% of the character rights in addition to the movie rights.
who
So
owns the 75 then?
Disney
Through
their Marvel acquisition.
Yeah, because I was like, because I remember seeing Spider-Man stuff on the Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney can do stuff with Spider-Man, but if Sony made it, Sony has control over it.
Oh, it's one of those rare things where they don't have to go through the mouse. Then.
Right, like Disney could make their own Spider-Man animated series, and they have like a couple times, you know.
That's what makes sense. What he said, that Sony's one of the few companies that Disney has to play ball with.
Yep. For any movie that Sony can make. Well, Sony used to be able to make their own TV shows. That part, the reason why Spectacular Spider-Man got canceled is because Sony made Spectacular Spider-Man, and that was in collaboration with Marvel, and then Disney kind of leveraged their 75% ownership to say, oh, well, you can't make that show anymore. And that's how Spectacular Spider-Man ended. But yeah, but any of the movie stuff, that's like, to get Spider-Man into the MCU was a thing that people thought would be impossible. But Sony basically had to, like, Disney kept asking, and Sony finally was like, alright, let's cut a deal. And then that's why the contract, like, negotiation drama happened, was because essentially, what was it, like Disney, like, because it was Disney and Sony, like, co-produce the MCU Spider-Man movies. But then Disney wanted to fully produce the MCU Spider-Man movies, and asked for, like, twice as much money as they had before, or something like that. Or cut out Sony's profits or something, and then that's how it all broke down. And then they and both sides leaked the deal to the press, so that way they could leverage the fan base one way or another to get the the deal through.
You could ask foreign beggars what if he wants to pick random or something, or
I mean, it's gonna be.
or just pick Shaheen and he'll pick me.
I'm gonna keep going with Shaheen because.
Hey, you know what? That's what you're supposed to do. Technically, if you want to get better at the character, right?
Try to get better at the character. But yeah, like, it's interesting because I think Disney basically wanted to ask more from Sony for the Spider-Man movies, but also screwed themselves because they already started building a Spider-Man ride while that contract negotiation was happening, and, like, Sony could use that against them. Because they could be like, well, you can't have that ride if you're going to make this deal.
But here's the thing, the whole thing of, like, Disney owning, you know, Marvel and all that, it's that perspective also comes to, like, do you care about the comic book and those characters? Like, from my perspective, it's like, whatever, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's another thing if you're really big into comics, like you guys are.
Yeah. And the thing is, too, is, like, with everything at Marvel Comics, it's mostly removed from the movies now. Because there was this problem for a few years where, like, you know, Disney decreed, oh, Fox owns the X-Men movie rights, you can't make New Mutants. You have to use the same characters with X-Men. You can't do anything new. And then when they got the rights, you know, basically when they bought Fox Studios and got the X-Men movie rights, they're like, okay, now you can do new things. But there was, like, a stranglehold put on it. And then they, like, straight up canceled the Fantastic Four and excised them from the main universe just because Fox owned the movie rights. And so, it's like, it's one of those things where, like, the movie deals, like, I'm like, whatever, because The nice part about Sony having control over the Spider-Man corner of the universe for movies is that we do get stuff like Venom and Spider-Verse. It's not just, here's the MCU formula applied to different Spider-Man characters. Sony goes off and does their own thing, which I do really like, because it keeps it fresh on the Marvel side. Because before the Disney Plus shows, Disney had a very specific formula for MCU stuff, and I was like, I need something different. And then when Fox was gone, I was like, there goes all the different. And then at least Sony's like, hey, Spider-Verse, hey, Venom. I'm like, okay, thank you for something different. I appreciate it.
I mean, that is Disney right now. They're all about formulas. You heard about the things that they've been throwing out scripts for movies because like it doesn't tick the boxes that they want. They have a very specific demographic called they want to please everybody and get money from everybody, and therefore if it doesn't line up with their if it doesn't line up with what they think is like the four quadrants of money making, essentially everything else is just out the window. And they've been like that for a while. And it's pretty much it's especially been in the Bob Iger days of Disney because he is very much business first, creative second kind of thing. And the guy he appointed to be the new CEO is also that same kind of guy. He's Bob Iger 2.0. So it essentially comes down to the fact that like, yeah, there's going to be a formula, but it's nice to see at least on Disney Plus. It seems like give me a number, 1 to 10. 1 to 2.
7.
Okay.
Crime time joined. Crime time left.
But yeah, I was kind of like, the MCU was kind of like making me sleep a little bit prior to like Endgame. I was like, Infinity War and Endgame was fun, but like, I was feeling the formula burn.
I want to say the problem with when you're trying to establish a like universe, stuff like that, especially in media form, in that kind of media form, it is very hard for anyone new to jump in.
Yeah.
Or to even care. It's the same reason like why it took me so long to actually start being like, I'm gonna watch all the movies because like it just be like I either have to start scouring down the other movies or just jump in and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And that's always the tricky. It's kind of interesting because they had this whole thing of like they've all built everything up to Infinity War, and now
it sort
of
welcome
feels like
everybody.
things are getting more standalone, while still connecting. But like, it's like, oh, here's specifically like this movie's like Black Widow pretty much has nothing to do with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Like they're not leading into each other, which I kind of appreciate.
Also,
I feel like we did the big lead-in for 10 years.
Looking
now
at the lobby,
some other corners of stuff.
I think this is the first time the lobby is like everybody here is it's all friends. At least they're friends with me.
Oh yeah.
Like, yay! You mean friendly matches for once?
Friendly matches, not rage people.
Oh, hey, can you use your you can, right? The PS5 controller on PS4?
I don't know, I'm not using it. Well, it's because I have that dedicated to my PC.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing. I got another PS4 controller I use just for my laptop. So, sound out. I may get an iMac now that my mom just came out of nowhere and said, "Yo, here's a whole bunch of cash. Here's a couple hundred." I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Thanks, Mom." But
so you're looking at the iMac now?
Yeah. Probably get a pink one. My tablet, that drawing tablet I use, I just bought, will work. It will be a lot better to work on off of the iMac because, I have a table. Yeah. Unlike with the laptop, I have a table for the laptop, but not for the thing. With the iMac, I'll have a table, enough room, which is like, yeah, I could work without it being a hassle. That reminds me, I have a Wacom Intuos. Part of me is like, should I give that away or should I keep it?
Should you throw it in a ditch and light it on fire. All options. Not all of them good.
These are options. I didn't even know he had a pocket armor king, but I guess he does.
Apparently.
Dang. Armor King's super fun if you actually know him.
Yeah. I was trying to make it.
Yeah, I remember you were playing it, yeah.
That somehow actually got
And then you were like, "No, Lay." Lay said, "Choose me." No, it happened live.
Yeah.
I clipped it.
I remember that. That was such an adventure.
Yeah. What are you giving a
Get to
fight?
play 3 times in a row.
Like, well, just like in Street Fighter, I'm gonna pick random. Keep getting Seth. Are you trying to tell me something,
Yeah.
Seth? Seth's like, yeah, I'm your waifu, all right. And I'm like, it's Karin, it's me now.
You got me.
Oh. Ooh.
Fuck me,
Oh, wow. Oh, you
thought-
actually had a shot, but you didn't like.
No, because
I
thought
also
was
didn't
dead
know
there.
what he was doing, so.
I thought I was gonna do like a massive chain grab, but I was like, okay, I'm dead now.
Yeah, no, I also no would have just stood there because I thought what I had. Now it's me and Focus Key Blast. Yeah. We gotta write GG.
No, yeah. I was gonna say G fucking G, but like.
Tried. It's just like when I wrote backpedal and it was like, are you trying to swear? I'm like, what? Since when is backpedal a swear? Sound out. Backpedal.
yeah.
Oh no, I'm banned by Twitch. Backpedal. Ah! He said the forbidden word. I gotta install my other discs. I beat Devil May Cry 5 yesterday. Finally, I just sat down and did it. I'm like, it's not that long of a game. Let me just beat it. And I did. It was kind of cool.
You ever like think that the logo to a website is actually a link, but it's not, and then you just like open it in a new tab and it's just a picture?
Oh God. You just yeah. Usually, yeah. You assume the logo is usually what takes you to the homepage.
It should. I feel like that's like an unwritten rule.
Yeah, yeah. You're supposed to code that logo to be a link to the homepage.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I learned. And I'm not even a web designer, yet somehow, for some reason, I still had to learn that you do that. You code the logo to link. That was fun.
I feel like if you can't do, if the site doesn't allow you to do that, automatically a bad site.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, Disney movie clubs like that. It just, anytime you right click, it's to open an image, not to open a link to the page.
That's dumb.
Speaking of open links now, so Firefox did a new update. So, usually if I want to just look at the image, I right click and then it would used to be like open image. Now it's like open image in a new tab, and I was like, but I don't want the tab. I just
Dang,
want
that
the
reaches
image.
further than you think.
Like I know it's a nitpick, but like if I'm just after the picture, like I don't need a second tab.
Yeah.
How the? Oh, I still hit him with that, but okay.
Huh.
Well, I'll take it.
That's when you realize everything you know is a lie.
Whoa! That move reaches too far. Golly, Jack. Right, Jack players. Or rather, just Jack in general. Yeah, I've been hit by that throw too many times. She has the best running too in the game.
So not only does she have like the best
Down forward one, which is
down
this.
forward one, and best running two. What else does she have? Best on?
I don't know.
Being a MILF.
Yeah. Tigers.
Literally, she said Tiger Mom.
I am a tiger mom, and I deserve respect. Ooh,
like,
GG there.
only,
GG, cause like there was it was a bunch of times I got scared. I was gonna get seen about.
like how many mills have there been in the series? We have Jun technically. Tag. Has she ever been playable? 2?
The chain grab was an accidental input he mentioned earlier. Aw. He left.
Accidental chain grab.
That's why he didn't continue it, I guess. He was like, oh, whoops.
Oh.
Oh, dang, I could have finished it, but... What was it, you sound out?
Yeah, it's me.
What if I pick a waifu I don't know how to use? Like Julia.
I like that idea.
Okay.
My God, I'm trying to...
Oh, by the way, Foreign, are you playing this on PS5 or PS4? Because, yeah, I'm streaming 1080p from PS5. I was just tenacious. I don't know if he's watching stream, but if you are, yeah. I was tenacious. I learned from, well, Wheels said, you learned that from Sound Out and me. So he gave you the credit too.
I mean, I got this, like, this Figuarts Omegamon in, and it took literally checking Mandarake 4 to 6 times a day until one popped up, and I was like, there it is, and then I ordered it, and then I got it, and I'm happy.
Yeah, that's basically how you gotta be. If you really...
Yeah, you gotta, like, if you really want it, you just gotta be, like, stalking websites.
That's what I was doing that night. I just had a feeling that it was gonna go in stock somewhere. So I just literally just kept refreshing Best Buy, Amazon, anywhere. And then Amazon
This
had,
is
and
the
I was like,
perfect time
oh,
to be on the beach stage.
yeah.
With specifically these, like, these outfits are kind of
Yeah,
perfect
exactly.
for the beach stage.
Oh God, what stinks is I don't know what she's supposed to do after that. She's supposed
Like
to
what
end
the
it with a
follow-up
throw.
is.
She's supposed to end with that throw from like
Yeah.
her stepping, but like obviously that doesn't just connect. See, I'm doing something wrong. I'm missing a part of the combo there that I forgot.
Apparently, Foreign said, like, I typed, I didn't expect a chain grab. When he grabbed me, I was like, well, I'm dead. He was not a little cold. I panicked mad hard. That's why he dropped it.
That's funny.
So apparently I did put him on edge. I'll see that as a win.
Yeah,
So as you know, Julia's is down forward 2-1. That is her little launcher. She doesn't have typical launchers.
Now she has like you have to like her launcher comes from like basically a chain input
Yep.
because she has
Okay.
something weird.
Whoa! Yeah, she's weird. Cause like Woo! I don't know, I'm just gonna hit.
Yeah.
Really? I thought she'd have enough health.
Stop. I'm gonna die. And there
Dang!
it is.
That's probably because of her low health, right? The lower the health, the stronger.
Yeah, if you got great, it means you were in the extra boost damage.
Woo.
'Cause
I don't know
because
what she's safe and unsafe on. I don't know.
It's weird. It's a kind of like a hidden mechanic that if you don't know that apparently when you're in range health, you actually do get a bit of boost in damage, especially in range drive, or range art. Where
Oh.
We're about to break the floor.
Well, Hell in a Cell would.
but this one can't. For some reason, you can't break the floor. You can make a shit ton of cracks, but
Well, if I'm
No
just
breaking the
jabbing,
floor
you
and
just
going
gotta
to the shadow
sidestep.
realm. Yeah, that's kind of.
Oh!
we still play 2D Tekken.
Yeah, I was. That's what I'm telling you. Yes,
Tekken.
that's why I'm like just sidestep
Tekken-
my
Tekken
jabs,
has
man.
Sidestep. Me.
There you go.
Sidestep.
Because I was like, don't let me jab you to death. Like,
I wasn't entirely
God,
certain what I was doing
she-
for a minute. I kinda
She looks
zoned
great
out.
in that bikini though, but I wish
Or
Wish
you
I
go
understood
past
her
Roshi,
more.
start poking at it.
so. It's
Go
now
past Roshi.
Alex and Jedi Hisatsu.
We'll see. Someone plays Tekken in like, Star Wars. There you go.
No, some more are showing up, but that's usually what happens. Show up later. Like, hey, what you doing? I was streaming Tekken. Really? Sound out how often it happens. Everybody shows up right when I'm like, okay, and I'm done. Like, oh, like, what?
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. I don't understand why this stage is so large. It's almost impossible to get to the second floor. In East Howard stage, because like.
Oh yeah, to get all those wall breaks into the second floor. Yeah.
Like usually, if you get at that point, you're like at least in the last round or something like that. I've never seen the second floor of that.
It's one of those things we know exist but have never been able to witness.
Hey. Soy sauce. I love how you thought I was joking.
Yeah, well, of course, I fucking like, oh, what's his theme? I want to hear it. It's soy sauce. He's like, no, give me the real one. Like, no, it's soy sauce. Like, what the fuck?
And then there's
like
also, of
if
course,
Andy's-
mustard
that's
for
like
geese and all the other ones. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like if fucking Andy's thing was just like,
It's just pasta.
carbonara. Pasta carbonara is like that. Like,
Boy, this Friday, if nothing screws up again, we'll finally play some KOF 14.
yeah, finally.
You have KOF 14 sound up?
I do.
Ooh, nice. Hey, that one we'll be a lot more even because none of us are good.
I haven't played in a year.
I was saying we're all gonna be even ground here. We all haven't.
Yeah. Nobody practiced ahead of time. Just
Good.
going super rusty. It'll be great.
And if it's anything like last time I streamed, a tournament level winner, will join and beat us all up, too. Which happened last time. Sound out.
Really?
Yeah,
I recognize his name. I was like, who's this guy beating us up? And then I looked and I was like, wait a minute, no, that name looks familiar. And I looked him up. I was like, oh snap, that's right, he's the KOF champion. He just came in our lobby like casual, like.
Yeah, because well, he came in because he said
He would-
that the main reason is because like he barely see any open lobbies, so he
Yeah.
took the chance.
So he was like, oh, fine.
join in.
And us, we also just wanted a place where we're like, fine, we'll fight you, KOF champion. We're gonna lose, but we'll fight you. Although I did kill one of his characters, and I think you did too.
Yeah.
That was like the best we could do.
We never took a fight, but
We did take rounds, yeah. Oh, Jedi Hisatsu was the one who was actually wired. Shoot, this guy.
Yeah, I know.
I was hoping if anybody would leave, I was hoping to be the whoever has Wi-Fi. Feeling better, man. Every time, I don't know what it is. Sound out. Do you have this weird thing that happens, even though like if you like say you go to somewhere, so the same thing always happens, even though like why, you know? Like with what I'm gonna say is like every time I go to the bank, I'm always starving. I don't know what it is. Every time I choose to go to the bank, it's always when I'm starving.
Okay, next time if you're like, okay, I'm going to the bank. All right, I'm gonna have a sandwich before I go out.
Every single time I come back and I'm so like, oh my god. That's why I was scarfing down those Mike and Ikes.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the thing that every time I go to bed, I always have to take a leak. I could take
Me too. Every time, doesn't.
I've done it like a half an hour before, an hour before. I still have to.
Same with
Like,
me. It
it's
doesn't
like-
matter what time it is. It's like, oh, gotta pee.
Oh, nice! I get my run back. I was hoping it would be, because I want my run back.
Yeah, he wants his run back.
I wanted to type like I want a run back, so I wanted like, a random pick too. So.
He felt it. The fighting game
Yeah.
spirit felt it. Fighting game, the that fighting game camaraderie.
Yeah.
God, I love that big. I just don't like the Shane, but yeah, whatever. I gave it to Master Raven and as well, as you saw. I really like Master Raven. I don't know. There's really good people with her, but I don't.
And here comes the chain grab. Here comes the chain grab. I don't know what to fucking press.
Well, I don't know his. It's either one or two. It's always just one or two, but it's just when.
Always something.
So yeah, you're not wrong. It's always something. Watch out for his Tajiri Green Mist. Oh, you already got him. Well, more like KJ Muto Green Mist, but you know, I'm American, so. Oh, he dropped that combo. He like was gonna send him to the wall, and then like did a dick punch. That's happened to me so many times. Ooh, you broke it. Oh.
I don't know what I was doing there. I was kind of half panicking there.
Everybody panic. That running throw. Oh, don't let him pee on you. Okay, good.
I know what that one. I knew what that was.
Yeah, it's unblockable. Yeah. Sometimes you just get caught in the awe of it. You just stay there. Nice hop kick he was gonna do. Oh, yep, that's his, I think, down 2, 4, 3, or down 2, 3, 4, I forget. Oh, there it is again. Push, mash. Oh, never mind.
Damn it.
Jab, jab. Alright, final round. Oh! You're. Oh! Oh! Oh, the tackle. Alright, well now it's 1-1.
Yeah.
Now you gotta do the rubber match.
Yeah. I know.
But now you gotta fight Wi-Fi man.
Oh God.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. By fun,
Wi-Fi
I mean
man.
horrifying and painful.
And by fun I mean yes. Which I really want.
Speaking of KOF.
Speaking of KOF, what? Chris?
No, I'm just picking. I'm
Yashiro?
picking my,
Shermie?
Yeah, sure me. Yeah, you saw that cosplay I showed you like a couple weeks ago, of, like that really good looking Shermie cosplay.
Yeah. I think I do.
Like yeah, that tier level, like
There was something else. There was some other news I saw that I was like, what was it? Besides the Discord thing.
I'm gonna say something is if Josie shows comes back in Tekken 8, can we get her like all character art where she had long hair?
Oh, the concept, the original concept where she had long hair.
Yes, that, or at least make that an outfit.
That would be cool.
That or you can, use the
Oh, down. That's a down 1+2. Yeah. Oh, back 4. Down, back 4. He's wearing a Busuzuku uniform. I don't know how to. You know what I'm talking about, right? Found out.
Yeah.
Busuzuku motorcycle gang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Round 3. Fight.
what a duck that one. Damn it.
Man, I don't know if you were able to 3-2 into the rage drive, but yeah, that was close. Oh wow, Dory.
From a low guard, I was able to pull that off.
Yeah, that was almost macro level. Like, I'm not saying he's using a macro, but that was almost that level of like execution there almost. Might have been on accident from. Oh, he didn't finish it though. He didn't do the proper rage drive.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna do that. And I was like, oh.
Dory. 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 Sorry, I sometimes I kill bugs and I yell Dory. Kid you not.
That was
I
actually a
can
decent
relate.
match for.
Yeah,
It was actually a
for
decent
Wi-Fi,
match.
yeah. Was sound out what? Sorry.
I can relate. I have called out attack names when killing bugs. I can't say I said Dorier, but I said other things. Oh, that's not good. The lobby didn't load.
He didn't ready up either.
Yeah, no.
So I don't know if like he got stuck.
I have no lobby to see.
Well, then you have to jump out, and then you have to.
Oh, there you go. I have to kick him. I'm gonna have to. Not your fault. Or should right? Just
Well, if you're already
seemed
up,
to be.
you're already
Well, now it's me sound out.
up. I think you're already up.
Can he? Oh crap.
He said he doesn't have a lobby, so he has to.
Oh jeez, he has to leave the. He has to turn off the PS4.
Yeah.
You have to turn
Oh,
off
not
the
really
game.
turn off, but you have to quit the game.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
quit the game and
that's
log
what-
back
Yeah, there you go. Now it's being foreign.
Oh, right. It hasn't happened. Look at that.
Yeah. Lydia. Polska-Lucy.
Polska-chan.
You know, in Chicago, my dad grew up with a lot of Polish people, and then I did in New Britain, to the point where sound out the nickname for New Britain, Connecticut, it's New Britsky. All the Polish people, the Polish
Britsky.
population. Ooh, Black Widow. I think.
Oh. Probably, yeah.
Woo!
And I should be back in a second.
Oh no. Oh, that killed, yeah. Nice. Whoa.
Soy sauce for geese.
If the rage art hit, I probably would have been dead.
Probably.
Ooh. That kick hit is super fast. That one that launches, that's like, wow. I'm like, bruh.
It is actually, but the problem is you have to do a forward input to get that launch, which is, if you're not used to do that on reaction, it's not really hard to get it out, or easy to get it out.
I'm dead. Yeah. I'm trying. But you know.
It's fine. You can say that the Mike and Mike says, you know, Mike and Ike's or whatever the hell it's called, like, gone into your bloodstream yet. You're still tired. Hungry.
They haven't symbioticized themselves with your colon
Bloodstream.
yet.
It takes a couple of hours, actually.
Bruh, that just frame is mad plus, cause like, wow. I wasn't trying to jump. What the heck? Fat fingers. I whiffed the combo. That was dumb of me.
Combo whiffed you.
Oof. I should have done down forward 1 instead of all that fanciness. Oh well. Just stick. How's that?
Is that a 3-ball law for you guys? Is that
4 with me.
he's 5 with me because he's Denmark.
It says Deutschland. Remember, Denmark's DK.
All right.
It's like every single time.
Every single time. I don't learn. I choose not to learn. I don't recognize Germany.
I don't know why is it Germany in? Oh, I do know why, but why did English decide to use that name? Germany is the Roman version, right? Because it was called Germanica in Latin. The Romans called it Germanica, right, or Germanicum, or something like that. They called themselves Deutschland. You guys, I don't know what you guys call them. What, same thing?
Tyskland.
Ah, close. In Spanish, it's Alemania. It's spelled out. It says Alemania. So I guess, you know, us Spanish, we're like, yep, they like to drink.
They be drinkers.
I do like that art for law.
That is pretty cool. That law, yeah.
Yeah, like it's kind of wish the other ones had the same thing, you know? Like,
Right?
I wish we got some more.
That guy, whoever did that art, they should have had him do all the other characters. first
Oh wait,
stand
no,
my foot.
I reckon this knocked this.
So all these first stands that don't even like at least try and make it so it's not obvious you're Smurf.
You know, it's just one of those things.
Well, but foreign is more, still pretty darn experienced. So he's like, yeah, don't worry about it. Nice spring kick into nice. Oh, what throw is that?
I think that might be a counter throw.
Nice rage drive. That was sick. Ooh, wow. That was sick. To close it out like that, like, man. Thought he was gonna. Whoa. Rage drive. Rage arc. Oh, really? Saw that?
Yeah, I saw that whiff.
Yeah, whiffed super hard. Nice rage drive.
Oh, it's my turn.
Rubber match.
Here we go. Here we go. So let's see. You better pick King Armor King again, because we need to, you know, we need to solve this.
Yeah.
The debt must be settled.
Dante and Nero. Virgil.
We do it on the greatest stage there is.
Pac-Man Arena. Oh.
No, we need heat haste. This is the big conclusion. Don't you know the story between Jose and Armor King?
Yeah,
And then you decide-
yeah. Where Armor King, you can see him crying under the mask, and Josie punches Armor King right in his chest, and
Yeah.
And he
Jose-
experiences fear and defeat all at the same time.
Oh, okay. He went. Oh, okay. So he's not holding back.
well, golly. Well,
Well, that changes
was-
things.
I guess Armor King just revolved. This is his demon form. This is his, devil form.
Devil Armor King is Marduk.
Yeah, this is his devil form. So just take me Heihachi. So I lose this just based on the lore. Also, high wheels.
Yes. I like how when I came in, I heard fear and defeat at the same time, and I was gonna say, I didn't know Darkon was here.
What if he was, though? What would you do?
Well, I mean, that's fear and defeat at the same time.
What would you do?
Well, probably just be like, hey, Darkon, stop fucking on.
Anyways,
Anything
how's
Rayblades?
your day going?
I don't know.
Well, if you don't know, we don't know.
Exactly.
Exactly. So yeah, no, that Facebook suggestion last night, I was like, well, looks like someone's getting fired.
Well, what did you get?
Oh no, Jerry knows the joke of what's gonna happen on tomorrow. Bandit knows the joke about what we're doing tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't approve.
You approved last night.
I
Jackhammer.
wasn't awake.
Last night you wrote LOL.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I approve.
Well, that means you approve in my book.
I'm one of those obnoxious millennials that writes LOL at the end when he doesn't know what else to say. It's true, and I didn't realize it until someone sent me a meme about it, and I was like, oh. Well.
LOL.
That was my only response.
Jeez, his damage.
Yeah, it's on fucking.
You know, Sat, the one of the reasons why we made the joke we're gonna do that tomorrow was because he has actually Easy
Oh, no.
Rider and a few other people as friends other than you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof. You're
Even Zeltrax. Even Zeltrax.
Oh, what? I'm up?
yeah.
Yep.
I was just editing photos and suddenly it was yelling at me, you're up! Just making a beep.
You're next. You want to live forever? I was thinking of the Starship Troopers. Come on, you apes! You want to live forever?
Gary Busey's son was in the movie. Gary Busey.
Yeah, he was.
I just love the Family Guy. Gary Busey. He's like, you know, so dumb. That's all he says, really. Like Matt Damon.
Busey or Busey?
1 Busey, 2 Busey.
Yeah.
And then if you got a whole bunch, they're a murder of Buseys.
That makes sense.
Get it? No? Okay.
Yep, I got it.
Yeah. I don't know why crows are called a murder, but there you go.
Because crows are horrifying. Alfred Hitchcock knew before the rest of us.
That's true. Good
But he said all
evening.
birds, not just the crows.
Yeah, it was about crows. You can pretend like it was all about all birds, but it was about crows.
Good evening.
Hitchcock. Oh, they're called a murder of crows? Well, I know what my next movie's about.
Exactly.
You know, I was just thinking, CW and DC need to like find a way to put the shows up instantly on demand without having to go to the crappy CW app.
Yep. They need to just be going straight to HBO Max.
HBO Max or right to Netflix.
Netflix won't let... Netflix doesn't like one episode at a time, so...
I know. But if they can do it in other countries, then I don't know why they can't. Do it
because the CW app exists.
No, I'm saying
Keep screwing that up.
If Netflix
Just
allows
because
it
they
in
can do it in other
countries,
countries doesn't mean they can do it here. They have legal obligations.
Too many hits.
because there were a couple of baseball games that preempted it, and my local area is not airing.
What?
This is why I don't even bother watching.
Wait, is that what that does?
Apparently.
I guess it doesn't work against legs.
This is why the
Okay,
only
I
show
don't
I'm watching on CW is
Oh, that
Superman.
worked? I was like,
feel
nah.
watching the others, I'll watch them when they're not.
Yo, when is that coming back? Superman and Lois?
Like a week or two.
Cool. Me and
What's
Wheels
kind
were
of neat is
actually
they're
enjoying
streaming
that.
the first 5 episodes on HBO Max, which is nice. Like, you just put them there directly. Thank you.
Now,
Everybody's
Anna's
subscribed to
easier to
HBO Max,
use,
but they might.
but she's really unsafe on a lot of stuff. I mean, you could probably...
The recent reveal in Legends of Tomorrow made me realize we should have known that known this revelation was coming ages ago because of how dorky the guy was.
I don't even know who you're talking about because I haven't even seen last season.
Oh no, he's been here for like at least 3.
Oh, is it Gary?
Yes, we finally found out what Gary really is.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, let's just say the signs were so obvious, it makes more sense now. It makes more effing sense now. And I was like, my god. Like, I know they probably pulled this out of their ass due to, obviously, the pandemic, but I'm like, no. This is, like, something we should have all actually seen. And I think
Let's be
someone made
honest,
the joke
though.
of it ages
Legends
ago.
pulling things out of their ass is essentially like how they've written the show since day one.
A little more around season 2. Season 1, they
Oh
tried.
no, that was season 1 was a lot of ass pull. It just they got a different ass to pull things out of for season 2.
Yeah, no, I'm saying. I was gonna say the first season they tried to make a story, then everything else after that they were just like, let's just be ridiculous.
They tried to make a story, but they were.
Oh no, I dropped
it so much.
Oh no, you might get this after. Oh really? Wow.
Well, now whose fault is that? Who had to kick when I was doing the rage? Anyways, yeah.
Oh god, I forget what happened, but Ukia dunked on Keith over the Green Lantern show a couple of days ago. I forget if that was this weekend or if it was just the
What
other
did
night.
Keith say now?
Oh no, I
'Cause Keith has like this
took me
weird
too long to
hate
write.
for-
Bad gamers, your turn.
Or I think I forget what he does, but I think he has like a weird hate for Hal or something. I forget, but I
But
remember.
Hal's not in the show.
I don't know. I don't remember. I have to go look. I have to go look up for something.
Why would he be complaining about the show that literally said Hal Jordan's not in the show?
I forget. Not, but Ukia had to like literally point out to Keith that like originally the ring would have actually gone to Guy Gardner.
Yeah, Guy was like, what was it? Like the old story was like Guy and Hal both got picked, but Hal was closer.
Yeah.
Oh hey. Oh oh my god, I didn't even see the chat. I'm so sorry. Edwin Derrick said this is fire, like my room, and Anna isn't fun to fight. when we were playing earlier, when I won just by the kick. And LPA said, well, the NWO hated crows. Think about it, right?
Oh yeah, our Crows discussion.
And then LPA said, like, the Peacock is a U.S. thing for WWE. Why everyone? Why does everyone else get the network?
It's because the U.S. is literally like holding on to the last strains of cable networks and won't let it go. Even though
So my cable bill is so high because they're
literally cable is dying and they don't know how.
It is, and they're just like trying to like force me. They're basically trying to like strong arm me into like keeping TV.
Me and Jerry had this discussion about TV. The problem why TV's not dying isn't also just because streaming. It's because no stations or no companies actually want to actually pay to put shows in syndication anymore for some effing reason. So
Like,
when you want to
the
watch
reason
a TV
why
station, there's no good
what's the
shit.
point of syndication in a world that has streaming? Streaming is syndication.
That's true too, but not everyone wants to get
Yeah,
streaming because
sometimes I just want to like put on Cartoon Network and see SWAT
What
Cats.
people want. This is where the technology's going. It's just like the people that I don't understand.
Oh, hey, thanks.
There are
Yeah,
people
no,
that are
we're
devout. Only DVD, will not buy anything on Blu-ray, and I can't.
I'm a
understand
little
where it's
late.
coming
I started a little late than normal. I might go an extra hour, or at least maybe an extra half hour or something. Right? I was
from.
late.
Like, there are people that are like adamantly like everything must be on DVD, and I'm just like, where do you come from? How do you exist? How do you still buy physical media but then refuse to buy a Blu-ray?
it's probably because at the time when Blu-ray came in, it felt just so.
I remember at the time people were
It's
dunking
been
on it,
14
but yeah,
years.
exactly.
But at the time when Blu-ray first came out, it came out like very like it felt unnecessary when.
Oh
Blu-ray
yeah,
first
Blu-ray
At the
was
time,
not great,
yeah.
but the thing is that we have evolved
Now it's
our technology so much now.
Yeah.
To where we've had 3 console generations that have Blu-ray players built in at this point. And standalone Blu-ray players are cheap as hell.
yeah. When it
There's
first
not
came
a
out, they
reason
were,
to
but
be
now they're mad
sticking
cheap.
to-
Yeah.
There's not a reason to be sticking to DVD anymore, and companies need to stop making DVD because it's just a waste of resources.
Like I told you about Lodos and all these other Funimation packs.
Yeah. Funimation's actually started phasing out DVDs now.
Finally.
Yeah, like they listed
Because I felt ripped off when I bought that Lodos thing and saw blue DVDs in there, and I'm like, you said this was Blu-ray. Like,
Yeah. And like the thing is, like standard, you can put standard definition video on Blu-ray. There is no reason to be making DVDs anymore.
Wow, we're just sitting here waiting for this one asshole to ready up.
Yeah.
see, were you able to find a Discord for him? Hey, all right.
But yeah,
I left
the
a
thing is,
welcome
like,
in there.
if cable networks really want to survive and make sure their shows are successful, air it, stream it next day. Simple as that.
I think another thing too is just you got to also have some better variety on your stations too, because like that's the problem is that they don't want to put anything good on TV at times.
Well, no, because there was a shift like a couple of years ago where like every network, like because networks are all owned by studios, it's now become that every network produces its own content. Whereas before you'd have multiple studios providing content for a network. Now it's like every show on CBS is produced by CBS. Every show on CW is produced by Warner Brothers. Every show that's on, they basically, it's everyone's taken the Disney method of internalize all of it under one label because it's less risky that way and you don't have to deal with other people, but also they realize they get all the money if they, make, produce, and air the show themselves.
Yeah, because that's why it's kind of boring at times.
Riggedy,
Sounds
run
great.
back.
Like we were still talking about this when it comes to Power Rangers. Power Rangers being on Netflix, it's still better than being on Nickelodeon. But how do you keep the toy sales up if you don't have a show on TV to have the commercials to relate to?
Oh, you can have
Wow.
commercials without the show being
It's
on.
crazy how you could just delete your life bar.
Because here's the thing, I watch TV a lot, and
Let me ask you a question. Do you see commercials now for Power Rangers toys on TV?
Yeah, I was seeing.
I have,
at least when we had Beast
sparingly,
Morphers.
but I have.
They made 2 commercials for Beast Morphers in 2 years.
Because I was gonna say, when Playmates did Voltron, there was barely any commercials. There was like maybe
Playmates
3.
also didn't have the budget because they're Playmates.
Well, yeah, well, I don't know whoever gave
Dang.
the toy line to Playmates
Came back
is,
on that
I
one.
think, fundamentally disabled.
Playmates' only strength right now is the fact that they can like literally just, tell everyone what they can do and not do with Ninja Turtles.
Pretty much.
But the thing is yeah, legitimately speaking, like, if a platform like Netflix is literally like the most viewed TV network of any kind in the world.
Woo!
Because of how many subscribers there are. Like, literally, you don't even need toy commercials if your show's on Netflix.
Golly.
Because you'll get more viewership just from Netflix recommending things. And especially with a kids show, it's going to pop up in the Netflix Kids app. It literally is like, you can advertise everything more on Netflix than you could on TV. Because of the install base of Netflix. And also, Hasbro's already changed their toy line planning from how Bandai used to do it. Because now they're putting out the toy line in the fall
Shinbreaker.
instead of in the spring.
I feel like I should be commenting like WWE instead.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like I've already noticed that Hasbro smartened up. They're like, oh, well, Nick's not going to air most of the season till fall. Why should we release the toys now? We'll just release them in the
One of
fall
those
when it airs."
dudes in the background looked like my friend Phil, and I'm like, what?
Maybe he modeled for the game.
Maybe. Wish I knew how to oh. Gee whiz. The way Marduk can delete life bars is terrifying, bro. Like,
It's a little horrifying, but I've seen worse.
nice throw
Get
break.
ready to fly.
Woo! That's nothing to be ashamed of right there. Especially find his a Gembu like that.
If anyone's keeping score, the 2 types of businesses that are completely changing: TV networks and movie stations, or movie theaters. TV stations and movie theaters. Those are two businesses that are going to
Oh,
change.
Phoebe. I've
rapidly
seen
in the
this
next, like, year
Phoebe
and a half.
before. Yep, Cody Main, yep. She must be close by. Oh, Phobe. I thought it said Phoebe, it says Phobe. That makes this a lot worse.
But can it really get worse?
Yes. They can go to Peacock.
Go to Peacock
Oh,
and not have markers and still miss a lot of the content that was on the previous network.
And also delete a bunch of content.
Oh, and also
because
censor
uploads.
content that
Yeah. Oh my god, it doesn't uphold our values.
people, even people who are
Peacock
like,
has values?
right? Even people who are like, look, I get it, but even people who get it are like still like, but no, don't we? That's how it
Like,
was.
Here's the thing. Like, here's the funny part though.
Don't
Like,
censor
a
it.
lot of wrestling fans at least sort of agree that the infamous DX blackface thing shouldn't be aired, even though the irony was that the wrestlers were the ones that came up with the, like, even the Nation of Domination supposedly was involved with that storyline.
Well, either way, like, yeah, should be certain restrictions, but to sweepingly just not air any of it, it's like, well, then what was the point of them getting the rights to it?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because this is the thing. Because this is the thing. Why the sticky situation? Why I brought up like the blackface thing. I understand why they cut it, but the funny part is that the black wrestlers that they were mocking were in on it. Some of them were in on that joke. Like they were like
Yeah,
completely
but
goading them to do
regardless,
it.
yeah, probably not a good look for the brand. Probably
Yeah.
safe to keep it in. But then what, like, why is the rest of the stuff?
Yeah, like that part I get why, like, you know, NBC was like, we'll cut it because they probably don't know the background to it. Was that, like, yeah, while it was
And
probably
even if
really
they do
well,
know the background, it's the safer bet because they don't want to get.
they don't
want
want to deal with the idiots
disaster.
because they don't want to deal with the idiots of the day who don't realize that like it was all staged. It was all under
Yeah.
agreement as a joke to get heat.
And that's the thing is that it's not about like how it was made. It's about how it's perceived.
I've been muted.
Oh,
And
really?
I would say, and I think
Oh,
that's
wow.
one thing about society now is that they don't like to
I mean, I haven't
freaking
said
remember
much,
that like
but I was more or
certain
less
things aren't made to
commentating during
be
the like reacting to when I was fighting him. I was fighting him.
like as heinous
Oh, you
as they
were? I thought you were like, well, I'm in super serial mode, so.
I
There's a
kind
reason
of
why
too,
I'm-
'cause, like I was doing good. And I was like, I want to win.
There's a reason why on WWE Network they even had warnings saying these are signs of times. These were also
Yeah, that's what I
know,
Honestly,
would
that's
put.
the way that like
Yeah, that's the way to do it, yeah.
every streaming service or every network needs to handle it. It's just
Yeah,
like
exactly.
just put a disclaimer.
yeah.
But
'cause one of
also,
the
it kind of helps. Was something that like I wish they did was not just disclaimer. This is outdated, but like kind of explain why.
That's a good
'cause
shoulder tackle to deal with that backflip.
They did that with the Muppets, where they had some episodes where they put warnings on them. But then it was like we like watching the episodes. I'm just like, okay, so what was the thing they flagged? They kind of make it like a scavenger hunt instead of like being like, hey, so
Woo.
this person sang in front of a Confederate flag, and we don't condone that. So that's why we're putting this disclaimer. But not like something in this episode may possibly have offended someone, and therefore we have a disclaimer. I'm like, be specific. It's fine. No one's gonna like
Yeah, exactly.
get upset if you're specific about it. It actually helps so that we can understand what's outdated and how people can do better. But if people never know like what it is and why it's bad, then they're never going to improve.
Uncle Marduk. Hoo-hoo.
Is it weird that I want to make a
That was a good
smear
match,
campaign about a specific episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers that feels offensive to other countries?
There's just one episode that's offensive to other countries.
Yeah, and it's the one with the forehead monster
Yeah,
when they first get toward the show. I literally want to make the episode that leads up to the peace conference. Be like, this episode needs to be pulled from rotation, even though there's probably nothing really too wrong about it. I've been wanting to do that for like every time I rewatch it. Like when I'm doing episode rewatches, I'm like, yo, this episode. I'm waiting for somebody to be like, this is offensive to the Belgian people or something.
I literally like some of the old Mighty Morphin episodes. We could probably dig and find a few.
I think anytime they have Bulk say ballet's girly or something, we probably could get that. We could probably get
Probably.
that one dunked on.
All right. I'm feeling pretty good.
What's another one we could probably? Because there's a few. Oh, Tanya's abusive boyfriends episodes.
Oh
Saying,
boy.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
ones where they basically forgave him
Yeah, every time.
every
Oh,
time.
the moral of the story was he learned his lesson. Episode later, still an asshole.
Yep.
Well,
Did she
that's
ever dump him
teaching.
in the show?
Yeah,
That
no,
happened?
she did. She did. She did. She did, and then there was the episode where he came back and was still being a douchebag, and then he finally learned his lesson after Adam actually beat him in a fight in a tournament, Karate Kid style.
That's funny.
I mean, we could.
By the
just,
way,
like,
Wheels,
flag the
just
entire.
exactly what I said. What happened.
We could just flag the entire story arc in Zio where Tommy discovers his heritage. Because, you know, Jason David Frank, as far as I know, does not have any Native American heritage to him.
Exactly. But what happened to her?
Remember what I said when I drew that commission? I said, watch. It's gonna be the guy who commissioned is gonna love it, but like it's not gonna get any traction because it's not a hot waifu.
Guys, any suggestions?
Just exactly what happened. This is really good.
Just
Also
accept the death you're
the
getting.
numbers. It ain't a waifu, so we're not paying attention.
I just think that means they're shallow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put hours
But
of
if you
work
saw
into
the guy
that.
you
At
saw
least the
that
guy
I
who paid
follow.
for it loved it. You know.
Because if you see one of the guys that I follow on Pixiv, he draws like kaiju and tokusatsu, and then also draws waifus, but they all get traction. So I'm like, wait, he's just like, I don't get it.
I'm assuming it's the one where you recently posted on Facebook.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one. I thought it was pretty...
Okay, so
Yeah, I put hours into that, you know, and everything. But like I said, but I only get tons of views if it's, you know. Oh, you almost had him there. Shoot.
I mean,
Ooh.
it's not uncommon. Like,
It ain't a lewd. I'm not paying attention. I'm like, come on.
that's basically it. Like, I just
It's
like.
it's probably that thing because you drew it. I think also one of the problems also seems to be that I noticed with artists is like if the roster isn't as diversified, and then you get that, that's one of the problems. If it's not so diversified,
Okay.
you get that audience and they only stay. It's similar to the issue that we saw where the guy was in his Discord cursing out all of his other mods because they were only there for one particular thing.
Yep.
Alright,
Yeah,
What
do you
I'm
wanna
trying
do?
to keep my
Wait,
YouTube
I'm pick
channel
Kazuya.
diverse so I don't have a group come after me.
I just want to hear more. Dory. Even if I
This is
lose.
the thing that I also hate about YouTube is that originally they were like, you can put up anything on YouTube. Then they're like, no, you got to be specific about what you put up on YouTube. And I'm like, why? It hinders a person's creative abilities. Then if they have to do only one thing,
Yeah.
and focus on one.
I mean,
topic.
you've seen it. I've seen it. Soundout's seen it. Alex seen it. We've all seen YouTubers who get burned out because people just want to see them do one thing, and then they do that one thing, and they're like, I want to do something else. And they don't.
I mean,
Yeah, I haven't, like, it's like you have a consistent audience when you do one thing.
I used to say this, like, I used to see this a lot of, like, you know, when Minecraft started to become popular, not that it's now, but like when it used to be before it got bought up, owned by Mojang and all that. And it's like, if you started playing Minecraft, yeah, you got a huge audience, but if you did not continue making Minecraft Let's Play, shit like that, barely any views, and the people who watch would just be like, I want more Minecraft. I want more, where's Minecraft?
Yep.
It's the same thing, like, you want a specific thing, like, yeah, I'll follow a person for a specific thing, but at the same time, like, I don't demand them to do if they branch off, because, like, I'm just like, I'm not paying for this. Like, I'm getting what I'm getting, and I'm willing to wait.
Like,
I feel lucky that, like, I'm at 12,000 subscribers and don't have, like, an angry mob of people demanding stuff from me. I'm cool with, like, being able to just do what I want.
Like,
no one gets really pissed when I don't.
Like, I'll be honest. I usually get mad at people when they drastically differ from.
It's very
what
low
they
though.
do.
It's one of those really
And,
low
like,
hitting
if
mids.
I was gonna say, say if you're a toy reviewer like Sarah or myself, who like jumps around between lines, if like someone literally was like, I'm quitting toy reviewing to go straight into like, I'm gonna show you how to build PCs and gaming, that's when I usually get mad, is when they completely switch the whole channel, because I've seen that happen with one guy. Like,
Oh, I'm not hitting
he
this.
completely went from being like this type of like he would either be like a reviewer or he'd be doing videos where he's at least talking about different subjects and like say collecting culture, and then all of a sudden he just starts doing this whole different thing and only made it specifically about this one passion. It was like he pretty much hijacked his own feed just so he could make this one popular. Like it was like his ulterior motive.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, like, just that's a scam behavior, but that's different.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't reviewed a Transformer in a good, like, 8 years, and no one's really complained.
Hey, when are you gonna review a Transformer toy?
I don't know, when I feel like it, and Transformers excites me again.
I love when people actually ask you stuff like that, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, he stays devil. Right, I forgot about
There will be
that.
people that'll ask me, like, oh, when are you...
Probably could have done a ground eye laser if I remember that, but oh well.
I remember this one time, I made a whole April Fool's video because I had so many people asking me when I was going to review the O's driver when Kamen Rider O's was airing. And it was just like, I would get like 3 or 4 comments a day. When are you reviewing the O's driver? And I already said in the video, I'm not going to buy the O's driver. And so, like, my April Fool's Day video was like, I reviewed the O's driver off of the Figure art.
Oh, nice.
And I don't think I've
But I
had
forgot
anyone
the rest.
demand anything of me
Oh, right.
since. But
Why
yeah,
that?
YouTube's a funny thing.
Yeah.
Whoa,
I didn't know that was
that was sick.
We got blue stuff both at the same time.
That was GG because that was like I could have gone. You could have had me too.
Yeah.
That one was not clear cut. I feel horrible for playing Marduk. Hey, don't worry about it. Oh no, they skipped me. Sound, now it's your turn because that person skipped. We don't.
What?
We don't abide skippers. Oh, BRB. Okay.
I just dropped my phone all over my.
Cause like, yeah, that person just skipped out of no, like, they have BRB, so I guess they had to like do something.
I just. I don't know what
Possibly.
I just did, but I dropped my phone on my keyboard and it just like it opened 6 programs at once.
Oh wow.
It hit every shortcut. I was
City of
startled.
Springfield
I was
just
like, oh, I got
calling,
another
huh?
match, so I was just kind of like waiting for this video to render. And then I heard the thing. I was like, what? What's going on?
The city of Springfield. Springfield, it's a hell of a town. Schoolyards up and the shopping malls down.
Is that because the shopping mall got burnt down? or-
Springfield, New York. New York is that away, man. Thanks, kid.
Thank you.
It's a hell of a town. Funny enough, we could do that here, because we're close enough to New York to literally just say New York is that away.
I mean, you live in Springfield, or one of the many called.
Yes, that's why they did it. Although mine's is the oldest, if that counts for anything.
I mean, based
I
on
don't know
First-
if it counts for anything. Doesn't
I don't
count.
remember her moves. Yeah.
Well, I don't remember Shanine's. and that's a
Well,
lie.
4 forward 3 is that kick launcher you saw. That one. From there, you can do a 4-4 to get it in spin, and then that one is stupidly damaging. As you saw. Jump 4 gives you like a kind of wrap kick to spin.
Woo! Oh! Whoa! What the heck? I thought my controller got glip-glopped.
Just kind of froze there for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah. I was like, what?
I was like, you usually don't like hang on the ground.
You know, I just thought one thing I don't like about streaming are those weird streaming stations that are like charging people. You have to have like a streaming service to then have those shows.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean the cable? Like you have to have the cable login to use the streaming service?
No, I'm
Those
talking
are
about
what I
like,
call literally stupid. Like they
I
are
was
the
talking about-
dumbest thing in existence.
Like freaking.
Mine, I was talking about like when you have Amazon Prime and then the show's like it's available on Prime, but then when you click it, it says not unless you pay for this extra subscription.
Oh, that? Okay, that's different, but that's not as bad. Because those are separate streaming services that you can connect through Amazon Prime.
I think you should have said like you don't like street extra payment.
Yeah, like because here's the thing with Amazon Prime. Like if you want like some of these channels don't have app support in other for like most devices because they're smaller services. So they'll partner with Amazon Prime so they can become a channel through Amazon Prime. So you can subscribe to them and then use the Amazon Prime app to watch the stuff. That's honestly it is a tactic. It's not the greatest, and Amazon Prime does a very poor job.
I hate when
of
Prime
telling
does
you-
that.
Yeah, 'cause that's Amazon's fault. The idea is solid though.
Yeah.
The kind of streaming services I hate is like the Sci-Fi app because you have to have a cable login to use it, and it's like but then if I'm paying for cable, then why do I need the app when I could just like DVR it? Because to get Sci-Fi, you pretty much are stuck with a DVR because
GG. I don't remember her.
it's a high tier cable channel. So what's the point of the app then if you have to have the network? If you're paying for the network, why do you need an app?
Well, occasionally if you watch something, but they want to watch something, or I don't know.
It's a very rare occasion, basically, because it's just But the thing is that okay, maybe you should get it. Like Sci-Fi, maybe like, oh, if you have the network, you get the access free, but you could also pay this much to have access to the app. Like, there's no other paid option. You have to have the cable channel, or you just don't watch the show.
No.
And that I'm like, but you could be making so much money if you just added a tier, and then people could pay you to use the app. Because I would have done that to watch Krypton, and it may not have gotten canceled because
over here
the people that
we have.
want to watch it don't have
canceled.
cable.
It was getting canceled, you know it was.
It was getting canceled because it was Sci-Fi, and they hate anything that they don't make themselves.
Over here, it's kind of depending on like. So we have a
314. That's what I need to push. 314.
So we still have some like public kind of like PBS kind of like still going on here, and the thing is that all the shows there, like you can watch them on their sites, are free for everyone actually.
Oh, that's handy.
Now, so some of those public access ones are like old shows. You can watch them anytime. There is no like you need to pay for it. Mostly because also it's backed by actually our government, so.
Oh, that's really nice actually.
So that I don't have to worry about money.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And,
what the hell?
No, what is that?
That's what I said when I found out Ben's probably getting a job at Under Armour.
Oh no, I thought if you're watching the stream, you see this Ganryu outfit.
Yeah.
It's more horrifying than what you just told me.
And
Like supposedly that's why Ben hasn't been around. He had to be like working as like a guy who might be like a sales agent for Under Armour.
And
Something like that.
You ever know? Oh, jeepers!
And usually those that require actual cable, they're already under like the same company. So and you only have to pay for that specifically. So you don't
That
even
sounds
need
a
to
lot simpler.
Yeah, you don't even need to like have cable. You just because they have it's separate from itself. So
What? He fell back and it didn't hit.
Is that a move?
I guess that's a
Yes.
move. Yeah.
This move he has. Gunru is
You know-
weird. He has.
You know what,
he has
guys? Why get so many streaming services and all these cable and television provider platforms when we can just get Enigma Vision, you know? Just beam
Yes.
it directly into the head.
Or there's my favorite method.
sailing the high seas?
What?
Yep.
Thought you had enough health for that.
I was gonna say, I don't really want
I
to
at least
play
didn't let him
good
get it
old-fashioned
perfect.
game
That was
now.
Oh, that's good.
I think why is because you traded blows.
Yeah.
You guys didn't hear my joke.
No.
No.
I said I don't want to play a good old game of Master and Commander. It's 4 hours of nothing.
Never played it.
Your
Right?
turn.
It's not a game.
Remember, I'm going a little
It's
extra
dump
just because
out.
people were coming, just because I was late, so I'm just trying to make it up. Friday is King of Fighters, like I said.
I still love that time when Russell Crowe actually got into Twitter beef with online users that were dunked on Master and Commander. That was like my favorite thing was when Russell Crowe adamantly was like actually arguing with people and debating the movie with people on Twitter.
Oh, you're
That was
talking
probably
about
one of the
the
greatest
movie.
things ever. Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
no, I shit you not. Like,
I
Jerry
saw,
B were
like,
there. Jerry was there when that happened.
I tried to watch it one time. I tried to watch it, and I was so bored. I just walked.
Yeah.
I was watching it with like my with the family, and I was so bored. I was just like, no, I'm doing something else. Just went up to my room.
It's so historically accurate that it's boring as shit.
If I want historic accuracy, like I read a fucking book, or I watch a
Or-
documentary.
Exactly.
Yeah, like a documentary would have been more exciting than.
Because Master and Commander, it's a really good made movie. The problem is that it's just so slow. It's such a slow burn.
Yeah, how long is that movie? Like 3
It's
hours?
like 2 hours, 3 hours. It actually, like, I think won an Oscar for, like, best, I forget, like, clothing or something. I don't fucking remember. It was nominated.
Commander.
All I know is it just stars Russell Crowe and his best friend Paul Bettany.
2 hours and 18 minutes. But it
It feels like
felt
forever.
It feels longer than a Zack Snyder movie.
And Zack Snyder movies suck.
I thought the Snyder Cut was really good.
Will didn't watch the Snyder Cut.
I don't know. I never watched it too. I don't give two shits about that.
I don't want to waste 4 hours until I'm like,
Snyder Cut was literally the only time I watched a 4-hour movie and felt like it was actually worth it. But I also was like, you could have just like... The thing is, like, Warner Brothers is always like, oh, you gotta cut this 4-hour movie down to 2 hours. I'm like, Warner Brothers, just split it in half. It could literally be 2 movies. Like, there's a huge action sequence in the middle of the movie, and then a really big one at the end. You could have 2 movies. Why did you not think of the easiest option?
It's like what Japan did when they made those serials, because they didn't really have... Because their TV stuff wasn't really popping at the time. So they're like, yo, this budget that we had for like a TV, like in America it was like called, what do you call it, a 4-night miniseries? They're like, let's add a little extra to the budget and put it in theaters. When I started... Oh yeah, so Jerry, I had to explain to Sound Out how like there were other people that used the format like Lone Wolf and Cub, where you got like 2 movies a year and it was a part of a series.
Wait,
And when I told it to Sound Out, he was like, yo, this sounds amazing. Why isn't America doing this? And I'm like, because they knew how to budget between theater and television back in the day. Now they can't do both.
No, also, you brought up Amazon Prime. That reminds me. Oh, how I wish I could watch Battles Without Honor and Humanity.
Yeah, well, that's not there anymore. Remember, Jerry?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a Yakuza fan. Of course, Yakuza's popular now, even though, Do they still think it wasn't? Is that why Amazon like, no, people don't care about that anymore?
It's probably some bullshit rights thing.
Toei just felt like, because it's Toei who does those. Toei just like, yeah.
No, I don't know. They probably lost the rights, so they didn't renew it.
Sound like you know Toei.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
I was just saying like how they, probably them who, right? Probably their fault. Okay.
If the possibility exists that it's Toei's fault,
That's
then
Toei's
it's
fault.
probably Toei's fault.
Well, there you go. LPA said I can deal with 4 hours. Hell, I watch WWE for 3 hours every week. right?
When you like something, the length usually doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like when you really like something, the length's not going to bother you as much. This is why I can never find animes longer than like 50 episodes. Like there's very few animes longer than 50 episodes I can legitimately watch and not have a problem with. But they're also like my favorite animes of all time.
Damn it, that's not I don't know.
It's true. That's how I am with a lot of anime. The ones that are long like that, the ones that I would sit are the ones, yeah, like Yu Yu Hakusho. I love, so I'll watch, of course, that. But yeah.
I will say this: the last time I watched an actual anime that was longer than 50 was last year when we watched.
Full back.
Pretty much in my adult
Phoebe,
life, the only anime longer than 50 I watch is Dragon Ball. And
Yeah,
Z,
I was
Kai,
gonna say that's probably the same.
like the Dragon Ball Saga is the only things that are that long that I'll actually sit all the way through.
Phobo's still not there?
Technically, the most recent one was
Phobos.
me watching all the.
Phoebe. I don't know.
Was when I was watching Super since I got my, the time
Yes,
series.
he's got that cool set.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I finish Mazinger Z. That'll be another one that was more than 50. That's 94. But I've been watching that for like 4 years.
Oh, it's me. Okay.
It's been 4 years since I started it, and I'm not done yet. And every time I go to watch it, I watch like 1 or 2 episodes, and then I leave it alone for 6 months.
That's
I'm literally
basically
watching
what-
all of Tatsunoko's Fairy Tale and urban. I wouldn't say urban legends, but legend freaking animes where it's like Robin Hood, Cinderella. Because Robin Hood was technically a real person, but then they made a legend off of the guy or whatever. I forgot how it goes, but
It's
One show I want to watch all the way through.
how
but
do you
like,
explain Robin Hood? Where it's like he was technically a real guy, but they
There's-
exaggerated his story.
like they keep arguing over it. First they said yeah, then they said no, and then recently they're saying yeah again. Like there's like
Folk hero.
I think
Yeah, like a
I
folk
think
tale.
The deal with Robin Hood is
Like,
that
there's
it
probably-
might be, like,
the most.
it might be.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it might be like a compositor, like
That's what I'm saying. It's like the most. Doesn't say the most. The theory that most people are throwing around is that it's like a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, it was a folk.
might have used the
It's
same
an
name.
ideal, not a
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a bunch of dudes who did this kind of stuff, and they decided to merge it all into one dude.
Yeah,
Like
into
King
Robin,
Arthur.
basically.
Yeah, like probably like saying.
Long.
But I was going like one show I do want to watch all the way through, especially since it's been done, is Fairy Tail. But we're talking about like what 300 episodes. something
I
like
know.
that?
I keep wanting, but then I'm like, I don't know how much. Like,
See, this is why I like Wraith Master. It actually had an ending, even though it was kind of rushed.
Yeah, but Fairy Tail is done now. Like that's the thing. Like it was done.
No.
like,
I'm saying it had like an actual like normal paced ending.
I was gonna say it was it's funny because when it comes to other types of shows, Tokusatsu, if it's longer than 50, which doesn't happen very often,
Get there in a minute,
do
Dad.
it. There's like very few Tokusatsu series are longer than 50 episodes, but
Yeah.
I can usually do those, and like DC shows, whether anime or live action, if they're longer than 50, it doesn't like affect me as much. It's just for some reason anime. I just can't do anime that will run longer than 50.
Well, the problem with anime is the issue of does it have a dub? Does it have a sub? Is the dub or the original sub the better way to watch it? It's all the preference because there's some animes where I'll watch it in Japanese and most of the characters are annoying and everyone's like, oh, it's this legendary anime. But then if it actually has a dub, sometimes the dub is better than the original audio.
Like if I ever dive far enough into Lupin the Third to watch part 2, I'll probably watch it dubbed.
I didn't
because it's
expect to do
155
that much
episodes.
damage to delete my life bar like that
The thing about Lupin
in one
is
combo. Like,
I've watched some of it subbed, and I
I
think the dub, it's not just all nostalgia, but I think the dub actually carries a lot. Like, it's a lot smoother.
It also does depend on the dub cast, I know, for Lupin, because
Yeah.
there's 3 different casts for the dub, depending on what
Like, if you're
dub.
dealing with the Sunny Straight dubs, they're usually the good ones.
The Tony Oliver crew is pretty solid, too. I'd say both of them are, like, probably the best, and then everyone else that's between that is just...
Hooey.
Jerry, who was the one that we had? Was it Tony Oliver or was it Sunny Straight? Or was it
Tony
both?
Oliver and crew did part 2. And
Which is the one
a
that
bunch of
aired on-
specials.
Which is the one that aired on Toonami?
The
Well,
part
if you're
4
talking about the recent Fujiko one, that would be Sonny Strait,
no.
wasn't it?
No, I mean like
The
one that we
older
had
one?
back in the 90s.
Yeah, back in the 90s?
That was
Was it
part
That was Tony, wasn't
That was
it?
Tony Oliver.
Yeah.
Oh, no, okay, no. So then it's the Tony Oliver ones that I like a lot.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Tony
'cause
Oliver,
everyone keeps
Richard
saying-
Epcar, them. They just did
Woo!
Lupin the
I
third
didn't
and the
expect
first,
that at
and
all.
They literally haven't missed a beat.
Yeah, no,
They
because I
haven't
thought that
missed
they
a beat
did.
when
Saw
doing
that.
these characters.
Because I thought they
Yeah.
did Lupin parts 2 and 3, and that's what aired on.
They didn't
Network
air part
originally. Okay.
Part 3 never got brought over. Part 2 was 155 episodes. So, and I don't think they dubbed all of Part 2. I think they only dubbed like 80 episodes, I want to say.
Yeah, they dubbed like 2 seasons worth of.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Part 3's never been brought over. Part 3's kind of controversial in Japan, apparently. Discotech was like, hey, we know that it's not as popular in Japan, but screw it, we're releasing it anyways.
Yeah, because it's on. It's
Wow,
on,
I did not expect to
Amazon
win.
already.
Legitimately
Part 3?
did not expect to win.
Yeah.
You sure Part 3's on Amazon?
Because he was seeing about
I
me.
swore it was on Amazon.
He was seeing about me.
I know they have the other... I know they have... Let me go double check.
I don't know.
I was
have
getting
everything
worked.
Lupin, so I probably
sound
didn't
out.
really
Your
know.
turn.
They got Part 1, Part 2, Part 4, and Part 5.
Okay, no, I
Part
must
3.
probably I probably miscounted because one of the seasons is up into 3 different parts.
Yeah, that's because Part 2 was released in 3 different DVD sets.
Yeah.
He put wrong input. Foreign said wrong input. Because, yeah, I wasn't expecting to win that. Shoot.
Alright, I'm gonna grab dinner.
I'm pick Kunimitsu.
You're gonna pick Kunimitsu?
I'm gonna pick something that I haven't shown yet of hers.
Alright, I'm gonna go...
It's a legendary outfit. That I fought a lot. I fought very hard to get this outfit. Dang it.
I know which outfit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know exactly which one it is. I want to say when it comes to like trying to find a new show to watch, especially like for me these days, I'm grabbing towards like if it has a dub, I'll watch the dub. I've become lazy now. I like unless I really want to watch it. You know, like I watched Dragon Ball when it came out, and I watched dub or subbed. I watched that one when it came out because I want to stay up to date. Normally it's like, nah, I'll wait until like you know Funimation may be what it be, but at the same time, if it's not a popular show, you know at least they try to stay with it without injecting their shit normally.
Yeah, and honestly, like, most dubs don't bother me. If it's something that's already aired, and there is a dub, I'll probably watch it dubbed. A lot of the stuff that I like doesn't have dubs, so I don't really have, like, much of a choice. But then, like, yeah, like...
There it is. Legendary outfit.
Nice.
Only she has this outfit.
Like 2 days ago, like I saw this video of this YouTuber I normally watch, but this time kind of like limiting. They made a 40-minute video of the whole idea of like the problem with localization. I was just like, I watched like 30 minutes of it until I became just like annoyed because they were going on and on about like lost in translation and like how we need to, like how fan translation is so much better. I'm just like, you know what? At this point, why don't you start learning Japanese if you have an issue with it?
Right?
Yeah.
Because like everything gets lost in translation. Everything because they were talking about like because Japan has like two ways of speaking if you're male or female. The whole like korewa and ore and all that stuff and like because they only dub because they didn't specifically in the subtitle version of like Redo Healer or our Fantasy the anime show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to
Right.
I can't say the words stream it, but but there's this one scene where the main character is supposed to like pretend there are female. So this is one scene he's like I need to be and in Japanese he goes from the kore to ore. And they'd be like, oh, but fan stuff did it better because they had this whole small like annotation of like that he changed his eye from male to female eye because he was getting into character. I was just like,
You want to know what's one of my least favorite things about fan translations and will always bother me?
when they don't translate sometimes.
Oh no, that's fine because I have like personal preferences when it comes to that. But my problem.
Wow! Do you know? I don't know if you did it on purpose, but do you know how hard that was? No, most people don't see that coming.
Moment. What was that input?
That's a 4-3 1+2 throw. and you gotta do 1
Holy
plus
crap.
2 to break it. And most people, including me, don't see that coming a lot.
No,
Because
I'm
usually when they do
thinking
the dash, you think they're just gonna do the
Yeah.
the move you just hit me out of.
Can you do
Not
the
a throw.
Just, can you just do the throw just so I can see the starter frames of it?
Okay, well I'll try. That
If you get,
that's the throw.
oh, it didn't get in. 16, okay, but it comes down pretty fast. That's
Yeah, it's very hard to see.
Yeah.
anyway. You were going with what translation you should.
Yeah, that might
So
hit. Oh, there
my
you go.
pet peeve with fan translations is translator notes in the track on the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what basically means. Like, you know, like cake, it could be translation, okay?
Oof. Yeah, I thought I could just do my race drive, but I was like, wait.
Like,
Oh well.
I saw that, and I was thinking, being like, oh, so you want to go back to fan translation? You know, where they're trying to be like, you know, Nakama doesn't have a translation, so we keep it in that, which makes it sound stupid.
Really?
Oni-chan,
You mean-
Oni-sama.
Oh yeah.
Let's
and what's going
randomly
on-
insert curse words where they don't belong.
Oh God, Anime Labs was famous for that. That's they were a DBZ fan subgroup, and they'd have Vegeta saying the F word like every 2 seconds when he didn't.
Is that what the translation of you? That comes from Gohan?
No, that's actually official.
Okay, again, I'm not sure.
No.
Sounds like
No.
equally stupid.
Vegeta one, they had him saying "you're effed" and also calling people candy a derogatory word for gay people and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
When he
there-
didn't
there's
say.
some fan subs where I just go like, why?
The only,
Alright,
the
so
only
you-
thing you can the only thing you can go for fan sub is that if the fan sub is using the uncensored version of a show, because that's usually what they use. Which apparently
Yeah.
is like Read You Over Healer, where I can watch it. Not that I haven't watched the show because I don't want to watch Glor. Like I got nothing against hentai with that and stuff because that's hentai, but I'm watching like a legit.
Yeah, I know
anime
exactly.
show. Like,
Might as well
I
be
don't want
hentai.
that- I don't want that garbage.
Me neither. Like
Are we doing random or picking?
I picked Master Raven, so if you're picking, pick someone you don't know that well, because
And
I get washed
like-
with Master Raven a lot.
just because like I talked with Jerry last week about because I was watching a show called Jobless Reincarnation.
Yeah, you explained to me, and I was just like, I was
the
like,
show,
this show sounds like one of those ones like I am with Grand Crest, where I'm like,
like I like the show. The only problem is that kind of like in the beginning, especially like the first couple episodes, is that they're not showing it, but they are heavily implying, or not implying, they are banging loudly in some scenes, straight up moaning and shit like that. And this is other scene with this one girl who's watching the couple doing it, and very heavily imply that she's touching herself. I'm just like, this show is making me like I don't want this shit. If I want to watch like that,
exactly. I don't get Japan in that. Like, we just put like.
Watch it. No, the thing is that it's becoming more common these couple of years. Like
I noticed.
Like,
I'm
when
like,
they start
yep,
pushing-
and I'm like,
when they
really?
Start pushing the boundary. Like that's like that's my issue. Like otherwise the show is pretty good. Like I like the show. Honestly, it's an interesting take on, especially like for being an isekai. It's about like an actual 34-year-old dude who get reincarnated as a baby in a new other world, but he keeps all his memories of his past life. I'm not spamming performance. Oh.
Oof.
But yeah, no, like, because like, but otherwise the show is good, but it's one of those things like, I felt kind of, mostly because like, I thought it was going to be also one of those shows where like,
How's she supposed to launch if all her launchers are unsafe? Like, I don't get.
Question.
Oh,
Because like, I kept expecting, I was like, because like it was actually pretty nice to show up, and I was just like, okay, so when is the show gonna take its dark turn and become this, super depressing show. It's like I feel like the last couple of years I've been trying to watch a single show. It turns out to be like, oh no, we're not cutesy. Everyone hates each other. It's, you know, like Higurashi when they cry. You know, cutesy looking anime. Everyone is dying constantly in each episode. More horrifying thing the next.
So, speaking of anime,
Yeah.
I am one episode away from the point in Gundam Seed Destiny where everyone like loses their minds.
Rage quits.
Yeah.
Which is funny. Longer than me. I said 3 episodes and I was out. I was like, no.
Yeah, I'm at episode 33. Episode 34 is where apparently it just takes a nosedive.
Wow, that's reach.
Personally speaking, the show's been.
I wish I knew her better to maybe capitalize on that, but yeah.
I think Seed Destiny's biggest problem is just that it's just not very interesting.
It's not.
Because the problem is that like, you think it's like when they made like 00, and I know this is probably because they learned from this. When they made 00, when they made Iron Blooded Orphan Season 2.
Woof.
00 Season 2, Iron Blooded Orphan Season 2.
Well, you get to fight
Zeta.
foe with their Wi-Fi, so.
They seem like
LPH straight up said it. They're trying to be too edgy these days.
Yeah, I feel like we're getting to that point in anime where like we're trying to be edgy before we.
They're trying to go back to the 90s, but not in the good way.
I mean, it's always going to be like a sway. It's always going to be like, you know, when that becomes common, we're going to have more wholesome. We want to go with that, since that, you know, has to be the new to define what's popular. Like, it's just going to happen. That always happens in any type. So, like, what?
Folk are already up. That's like
what was it?
You said they were. They said they were back
yesterday. That they want to produce 40 anime a year.
What?
And everyone's like, okay, maybe the problem of why anime is not great these days is because you have so much output, and your people are so overworked that it's just producing subpar stuff.
Oh yeah, I don't understand. The problem is that because like they want anime to appeal. They want, you know, all the types of people in different anime, because that's why and then they produce like a shit ton of different shows because some speak to others. Well, I don't know. There's so much. Like, I'm surprised if I can get more than 2 shows that I actually follow during any current like season. You know, because normally I don't. Like, I rarely follow seasonal anime. Like this one, we like I like this show. When this show is based on a manga I'm actually reading, I'll watch it. That's pretty much
I
it.
feel you, because like I am watching 2 anime right now, and that's more than I've watched in the last 5 years. Like
I'm watching 2 animes right now while I'm following it bi-weekly. One is Please Don't Bully Me, Miss Nagatoro, because I read the manga for like the past 6 years. And the other one is because I was supposed to Jerry, I was supposed to call you Ryan.
Ah.
And Jerry finally talked after weeks of talking about the new Precure. I finally watched it, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm following that also on a weekly basis.
Yeah, my 2 weekly shows. Can anyone guess what they are? Because it's not hard. It's Digimon and SD Gundam.
Didn't even know there was an SD Gundam.
There is an SD Gundam currently airing. It's pretty fun. They have their main character is an Impulse Gundam.
Johnny
who is
Bravo
Sun
look.
Wukong. They
Sun
literally the main character is
It's
Sun
Goku.
Wukong Impulse Gundam, and he rampages into a giant monkey form occasionally and likes to eat a lot and gets distracted and goes and fights people when he shouldn't.
So.
Oh fuck me! I pressed the
Goku.
wrong button. No wonder.
So that joke I made, Toriyama was like, you know what? No. I'd rather take. You didn't create Gundam, Toriyama? No, I'm taking credit now.
Yeah, literally, like, and because they use Chinese dialect for the names, you know, even though his name is Wukong Impulse Gundam, they call him Goku Impulse Gundam because of the Chinese dialect. It's kind of funny. But yeah, they also have a pirate captain. He's the Benjamin V2 Gundam, and his pirate ship has a giant Gundam face on it, and it transforms for battle. And yeah, I don't know, they're doing fun stuff with it. I like it. It's probably one of the more fun SD Gundam shows in a while. It's also free on YouTube, which makes my life easy. I like the fact that I haven't had to seek out fan subs for much Gundam stuff in like the last 8-9 years.
Oh, that helped keep it real fast.
And yeah, then I've been watching Digimon Adventure, which is technically, if you read the title in English, it's Digimon Adventure : but that just sounds weird. Because apparently the colon is silent. They're just like, just read it as Digimon Adventure. Just pretend, just put the colon there to make sure you know it's a different name. But that show's kind of fun because it's sort of, instead of being a straight original Digimon reboot, it's like, here's the original Digimon kids, and here's their Digimon, and now they're in a digital world that has Digimon from literally every other series. So it actually kind of like encapsulates the entire franchise, which is not what I expected when it first came up that they were doing a reboot.
LPH said, "This is why the only time I watch anime is on Toonami."
I don't even watch Toonami because I don't have cable. I miss.
They keep
Toonami,
changing
probably the
Cartoon
only thing I miss
Network
about
on cable packages as well. You know that?
Yeah, that's a Warner Brothers thing. But yeah, no. Yeah, that's the only thing I miss about having cable is being able to watch Toonami.
Because, like, I didn't know that, but, like, they changed it to another level that apparently a lot of people didn't have. I did. And I still have it, but, like, yeah, I'm like, what?
They moved it up a tier, so it moved out of most people's packages.
Damn it.
And the thing is, like, part of me is like, I want to lower my tier, but then it's like, oh, but then no more, not even Cartoon Network anymore? What am I going to do?
Yeah, my thing was I was able to split my package plan, get the internet separated from the cable, drop the cable, and then just...
Wow, Shredder kicks. I didn't know they were that... I mean, they're pretty plus, but didn't know they were that plus.
But yeah, I basically just dropped cable and picked up streaming, and I'd spend less per month.
I like how this new guy just kept talking shit out the entire fight. Yeah, just read it out.
Wow, yeah, I see it.
Paul Schur's week. Euro players are squishy to begin with. Must be a fake rank. Wow.
Couple of noobs. This is a.
I'm sorry.
This is a not serious a.
What's up, guys?
You left?
I know how bad.
Yeah, he left to get food, didn't he?
Oh.
Yeah. I did.
I gotta tell him the news in case he didn't see it on Facebook.
What news?
Tom Cavanaugh and Carlos Valdez are leaving Flash.
Well, we knew Carlos was trying to walk off a long time ago.
Yep, for like 2 years now. But they're
Tom
both gone after season 7.
But we knew Tom Cavanaugh was probably going to leave because they finished up all of his storylines.
Yep. I expect the show to be canceled because they just
can't
lost
carry the show.
Yeah, they can't carry the show off of.
I mean, actually, with the new guy that they brought in, I think they could handle it, but they need to tone Iris down. If they can tone Iris down, they can save the show. But if they don't tone Iris down, they're not going to save the show.
I feel like they're going to be like, well, Arrow had 8 seasons, Flash could have 8 too.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. With watching the show, what's currently going on right now, Allegra and the new guy could actually help pad out the show, even without
rank
Cisco,
is he? He's the same rank as me. Foreign could destroy that guy. He's just a green rank.
Cisco's, friend. So I think honestly, if they just tone down Iris's things, they're good. If they can tone down Iris, they're good. I think they can still carry the show for at least another season or two. At least another
Yeah.
season or two. If they tone down
But
Iris,
really, at
they
this
can do
point, it's on borrowed time.
it. It is on borrowed time because as we made
It's
the
been
joke,
going on too long.
because we made the joke. What was it the other night? What were we watching?
I don't know.
We were watching something together. What were we watching? What were we watching when you and me had the discussion of the CW shows? As if they would have stuck closer to source material than having to add all the typical drama bullshit, they probably would have been able to run the show actually 10 seasons successfully and not have had any Smallville hiccups.
Yeah, they literally finally realized that, I think. Once they had
Why is there
Stargirl
always
airing,
some-
and they're like, oh wait, what? We don't have to have petty soap opera drama, and the show can be successful? And that's why Superman ended up being... what it
Really?
is.
That's
Yeah,
interesting. He
I
stopped
honestly think
3.
it's really funny how Stargirl, which was made for DC Universe, ended up co-airing on CW because CW needed stuff for its schedule. It did incredibly well in the ratings, despite also being on a streaming service. And then it did incredibly well in reruns, has gotten them a ton of, like, critical reception of, like, oh, look at this great show, and that they renewed it for Season 3 before Season 2 even aired. And,
I mean, there's still some J-drama stuff in there. Not J-drama.
like, there's obviously drama stuff because it's a drama
stuff in
show.
there, but, yeah.
But it's not soap opera
ridiculous.
drama.
Yeah, it's not soap opera.
And
Wow.
that's the difference. Like, the difference is that it's not soap opera drama. And the thing is, too, is that show being more cinematically filmed and taking a more approach of, yeah, it's still a superhero show, but it's about people. That's the approach that literally Superman and Lois is taking right now. They film in the same aspect ratio, they film in separate color palettes. Like, it is no accident that those two shows are the best on the network, and also that Superman and Lois came right after
Oh,
Stargirl
God.
was that much of a hit.
Death Fist.
It's like they're telling us something. Maybe you guys fucked up, the Flash, who was a great character.
Yeah, they also screwed up the villains because they literally never had a Rogue episode.
Uh-huh.
They could have done like 2 or 3 seasons with the Rogues as the main villains, and it not gotten stale because it's the Rogues.
Well, someone at CW thought if it's not a speedster, then it's not going to be fun, and I'm like, are you challenged?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like whoever wrote for the Flash only read like the last 10 years where everything Flash fought was nothing but speedsters. That's what it feels like, especially when they brought in all the forces that were just introduced 3 years ago. Because I had to ask Project, I was like, what the hell is this? And when did they get introduced? And he's like, that was in the dark times of the last 4 years. And I was like, And that's out with the Still Force.
Oh yeah, because the problem is they well, here's the thing, they burned through all of Barry's stories, all of Wally's stories, and now they're in New 52 stories.
Man, they're faster than the Flash. CW.
Literally, because
the fastest writers.
And the thing is too, is they didn't even do the Death of Iris Rest Trial of the Flash storyline like they could have. They did the Iris death part, but then saved her. They could have done the Death of Iris and then the Trial of the Flash, because that's like Barry's most iconic storyline that wasn't Crisis from the pre-Flashpoint days. Like, this is the iconic stories of Barry Allen Flash pre-Flashpoint is meeting Jay Garrick and establishing the multiverse, Trial of Barry Allen, where he kills the Reverse Flash, and then Crisis on Infinite Earths, and then his return. Anything else is pretty much like any Barry pre-Flashpoint otherwise is just not even much to work with. And then, because all the Wally stuff, they've been pulling Wally's stories for Barry most of the show now, which has been kind of funny. But
it's funny.
Yeah, and then the New 52 stuff, which isn't as popular, and then they're starting to pull from the Rebirth stuff, which is like the fact they had Godspeed in the show like less than a year after he debuted in the comics.
Yeah.
Was like how they had to run villains already. Like, they had burned through villains so quickly that they already were throwing in people that barely existed. Arrow had the same problem. They introduced Silencer a week after her comic debut.
Here's a better one. Gorilla Grodd. They used him as like a B plot line rather than actually putting in the budget because he was CGI.
Yeah. They didn't ever do Grodd as a main villain. He was always one of those recurring, but never super significant.
But yeah, every time he had an episode, it always got ratings, thankfully.
Oh yeah.
Giant monkey.
But then also, like, King Shark ended up getting better storylines. Which was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like, King Shark essentially was like CGI character that actually got more storyline to him.
And
The other problem with the Flash too, that kind of
Casual. Yeah, if you don't know sound out, this you see him. This guy going off in the lobby talking trash.
Yeah,
Green rank. You're a green
That's
rank, Jerry.
hilarious.
Yeah, but I know my place. Green rank is low rank still.
But yeah, no. One of the biggest problems with the Flash and some of the other shows is 22 episodes a season, and like half of them are dedicated to the main season villain. And like the thing is that like when you have 22 episodes a season, you need to do more one-offs, because when it's just fighting the same villain over and over again, it just becomes exhausting and boring to watch. Like they have not justified doing that yet.
What's up?
It's just yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I don't
Oh,
know.
no, broke it.
Basically,
You know
what
what?
I'm saying is in an era of streaming, when you have long seasons, you got to justify your long seasons. And the
Oh,
CW doesn't know how
That
to
wasn't.
justify its
I
long
skipped
seasons.
to make sure Foreign had guessed to fight this schmuck.
Yeah.
Exactly. Time for a nap.
you know one thing that kind of annoys me, I just thought of while I was eating dinner about streaming. Channels like TMC.
Oh
It's
no,
like,
it's you
yo,
against this schmuck.
Like, can TMC get like a micro app where we can just watch the introduction to movies with our Robert Osborne?
Oh, TCM.
Yeah, TCM. I just want to see TCM's like
I don't want to fight this
bumpers.
guy.
No, yeah, skip
Like-
him, skip him. I'm skipping him
I
too.
just want
Push
I
R1.
just want HBO Max. I want
R1.
HBO Max
Yeah.
to make a
Me
small
too.
little
I'm doing the
a
same.
small little app just for TCM and just make TCM all just Ben Mankiewicz and Robert Osborne's bumpers of like all the
They should just have them on HBO Max as a playlist.
either do that or not or make a micro app if you're not going to make a like even though there's a dedicated area for like TCM, not all the movies that they air on TCM are actually there. Not even the cartoons, the serials. I don't understand. Yeah, what is the deal with that? Why can't they put, if it's something that they have the rights to air on the channel, why can't they put that on HBO Max?
It's a different rights.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
Because TCM signs a contract. It's like, oh, we'll air this content on TCM, for this time period. And then it's like, okay, then they have to sign a separate contract. Oh, we'll air this on HBO Max for this time period.
Yeah, because I was going to say, because like all the serials, like Mandrake, Flash, Batman, Superman, like the actual serials that they air
Oh
on
yeah, the
on
Batman and
Saturdays.
Superman serials aren't owned by Warner Brothers.
Who owns them?
I forget who owns this. No, the Superman ones are owned by Warner Brothers. They just haven't pulled them out of the vault in a while. They did a DVD set though, but the Batman ones are owned by Columbia, so that's actually under Sony now.
Okay. No, because I was gonna say I don't understand. Because like when I wake up on Saturdays, they'll play like serials or like shorts with like big name actors, and they'll put them on in the morning, right? So it'll be like, oh,
Yes.
here's some Laurel and Hardy,
Yes.
or here's some Edgar Bergen, right? Comedy specials.
Yo.
And then it'll be like, here's Bond.
Yo. Guess what happened? In
Okay,
the
what
Discord, foreign beggars just added me and said, "I'm about to humble this man."
Oh god.
If you don't know, Wheels, there's a troll in there trying talking all this crap.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, yeah, no, there's a lot of things like HBO Max is like, oh look at our subscriber numbers, and everyone's like, yeah, that ain't great. And then HBO Max also, let's not expand into their territories. HBO Max, let's also not add, like, this massive Warner Brothers library we
with
could
the
be
taunt.
adding, but let's just do
Yeah,
nothing.
Because like I said, Santa, like, if you look at some of the movies that TCM airs, and then they say, oh, we have TCM on HBO Max, if I can't find them on the service, then there's a problem. If you have shorts, you know, like, actual
here's the thing,
shorts,
too. Like, you literally should be able to go onto HBO Max and be like, I want to watch, you know, like, let's say, I want to watch Lord of the Rings. Oh, wait, I can't. That's over somewhere else. Oh, I want to watch Harry Potter. Oh, that's at Stars. Oh, I want to watch, you know, 60s Batman. Oh, I can't. It's literally never been available for streaming.
Yeah, because, like, I go to HBO Max, I'm like, let me go look up Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings. It's on Turner Classics, not on HBO Max. Let me go look up, you know, the serials that are on Sundays, whether they're Laurel and Hardy, Lupe Velez, Edgar Bergen.
Not bad. It's
Not there.
solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's the thing is, like, I have a lot of Warner Brothers stuff on disc because even when they made a streaming service that's supposed to be just Warner Brothers stuff, they still don't have so much. There's so much missing. Even more so than what Disney Plus is missing. Disney Plus has got a list of missing stuff, but, like...
Oh, there is, and some of it we'll never gonna see.
Yeah. And that,
like, I don't know.
Like, with Warner Brothers, this is the thing that confused me about Warner Brothers, right? They have stuff on disc that has never been available for streaming, and I'm like, okay, you have already digitized this show. What is stopping you from putting it on this service?
Mm-hmm. Part of me is wondering, well, who is MGM still separate?
MGM is still independent at the moment.
That's probably why, because I feel like Turner Classic, since they own a good portion of the MGM library, they haven't gotten all of.
Well,
they
TCM
won,
is co-owned by
but that's
MGM
nothing above Green
That's
Rank.
probably why.
He was talking about the only thing.
That's exactly then why.
He's not fucking paying attention.
Did he just get beat?
Well,
No.
Oh, he was playing Alicia.
Foreign even said, I'm about to humble this man.
I want Foreign to just destroy him if he can.
Yeah.
I hope so. I mean,
For real.
I hope so. I don't.
Hey Jerry, did we ever hear back from that
LPA says
guy
he
who
wants
was
more.
the streamer?
Which one?
Remember that time when that big streamer came into your stream and was co-streaming his stream off of your stream? And he was like a big, like, actual Tekken player? Or was that Dragon Ball Fighters?
No,
It
that
was
was
King of Fighters.
Tekken.
Well, he wasn't a big streamer, but he was a
he's talking about, you know, that dude who came in who's like super high and just stayed for a couple matches and then fucked off later on. Turns out it was just like it was like a couple months ago.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, there's like this guy who
LPA
was
says, I
streaming
want
and
my
he was, like,
Cartoon
a
Network
highlight.
shows for... Me too, man! For the 90s and early aughts.
Yeah, I a lot of them never got DVDs, and I almost think that. Oh man, Phoebe got in on the the dog pile. Kuma, you spammed Phoebe. Same way you only use Lil combos.
And he's just like, way too disappointed.
Anyways, no, yeah, Cartoon Network didn't release a lot of their stuff on discs. Probably never digitized. Probably like a lot of the 90s Disney shows, they're going to have technical problems when they get on the service because they hadn't adapted them into a digital format.
Also
I wanna watch
HBO
this.
Max. You guys want to watch Hanna-Barbera cartoons? Nah.
Again, those are on Blu-ray too, and they yet won't put them on the service. I don't get it. What is holding them back from putting all these shows? Because the thing is, I understand if you have a streaming contract with another service or something.
But they're not
But,
up
like-
on another service.
Oh, no.
It's not. It's not. But it's on a Blu-ray, which means it's been digitized.
Like, hey, where's the Herculoids? Where's Birdman? Where's Space Ghost? Where's
Yeah.
Galaxy Trio? Where's Frankenstein Jr.?
Okay, well, Birdman hasn't gotten a Blu-ray, so I don't know what's up with that.
Where's I was gonna say Godzilla, but I'm like, no, don't say it. That one doesn't count anymore. Where's SWAT Cats? Where's
That one.
Where's
Captain Planet.
Where's 3 episodes of Static Shock? They're still missing
yeah.
after like 2 months.
Yeah, what's up with that? Static Shock, super popular guy. All the companies that own him. No, we don't want to. We don't ever want to promote him.
Whenever Gal Geiger's not on the streaming service, people should be asking, "Where's Gal Geiger?"
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully,
Bingo.
Gal Geiger doesn't have to go to his home planet and die on the way. Nice.
Actually, that sort of did happen in Gal Geiger.
But I mean
That's
the whole
right.
show. But yes.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, the show,
No, when I said that, I was like, I know he's gonna bring that up. I was even say he's gonna bring that up.
I'm like, what was it? Gal Geiger final? We're leaving the planet.
Yep.
Wait, did they get
Yep.
killed? That fake out death?
That's how it ended. Mamoru and the other kid, sort of, they only had 2 pods, and Mamoru and the other kid was the only one who could survive, and everyone else is stuck in between the universes.
Watch it when he loses. You spam that thing. How about you learn to break it? You spam that tech.
Yeah.
How about you learn to break it?
I don't know why you just don't kick him.
I usually do because but I wanted Foreign to whoop him first. Unless Foreign doesn't, in which case
You see what I typed in.
If
It's like-
Foreign doesn't, close the lobby.
I'm closing. And we're done anyways.
You should see what I typed in the chat. Well,
Oh no, Foreign.
I see what you typed, Alex. It was good. Close the lobby now.
Yep.
Wait,
Quick,
did your
everyone
friend
dip.
lose? Did your friend
Yeah.
lose?
Yeah. Just so that way he can't shit talk. We're done.
We're done. So what do you got to plug?
This I'm glad I'm gonna have so only friends can actually message me, because you know for fuck's sake who's gonna message
Yep.
me anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my plug is I don't have anything to plug, so that's my plug.
Sound up.
I have a YouTube channel at SoundOut12 if you want to check it out. I filmed a video today where, for the first time in 12 years, I sing and dance on camera, so that's something. It's either going to be good or bad, I don't know yet. I haven't looked at the
It's going to
footage,
be
but-
horrible, because when you whip in Nene, it's not going to look good. It's not going to look as good as an Asian guy.
Oh, I tried to do the dance, and I pulled a muscle in my leg, so I had to amend it and change it. But anyways, you can see that video sometime this week whenever I get it done.
Get ready for some cursed action. It's
I was
cursed
hoping-
video
I was hoping I
already.
could see the dude showing up and play together, so I could, blacklist him forever.
Alright, I guess my turn. Wizard21 on YouTube and Twitter. You can also check out our awesome website where most of us post content to at hero-club.com, where you can follow us across social media, which is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch.tv, and YouTube at Hero Club for Life. Okay, Fada Kraus, you're up.
Yeah. Alright, so you can follow me right here on Twitch. Twitch.tv/FighterCows. I'm typing. Twitch.tv/FighterCows. Right here. Social media is the same. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, FighterCows. You could also go to Discord, which is in my About Me, or on my Twitter, my pinned tweet. Tuesdays and Fridays, 4 p.m. Eastern, and Saturdays on Twitch.tv/TheGeekFighters at 5 p.m. Eastern. Tuesdays is Tekken over here on Fighter Cows. Fridays is a different game. This Friday will be King of Fighters 14. Finally. And that's it, right?
Yeah.
This PS5 is
Maybe.
different with how it streams. Okay,
Don't
Nimu
forget
Kanryu.
last time the mic was off.